Oh, it's that time of the night, is it? It is that time of the night. Hopefully my mic's working. It should be. Everything's good. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It is your boy Zal. Back again with another stream. Good to see you all. Zedon, Rex, Aphos. Hope you're all well. Hope everybody's doing well today. So, what are we streaming? Well, there's only one thing we can stream, because I haven't watched them yet. And there's the Monster Hunter Wilds development streams. Or developer streams, I should say. I think they did some gameplay on Monster Hunter Wilds after Gamescom. And let's be honest, after watching... I sat back on my sofa and I watched Gamescom through my TV. And Monster Hunter Wilds seemed like the only real winner. Like, all the other games... There wasn't anything that caught my eye, like previous E3s, for example. I'm good, Rex. I'm really, really good. I'm glad you're doing alright, buddy. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I'm ready. I'm pumped. But yeah, it was interesting to me, the fact that there wasn't much at Gamescom going on, like game-wise. And like the little trailers and stuff were great, but there really wasn't much happening. Unless I'm wrong, like, tell me if I'm wrong. I mean, obviously, the new Call of Duty was there. But there's a new Call of Duty every year. So it wasn't as if it was, like, a massive thing. It wasn't. What else did we get? This is the thing. I can't even think of the other games that we got. The new Indiana Jones looked alright. That looked kind of different, kind of fun. Trying to think what else we had. Black Myth Wukong, but that was more of just an intro trailer because it fell on the same day. Amazing game. You should play it, by the way, if you haven't. And then Monster Hunter Wilds, which came through with that incredible trailer, which we've already reacted to. But we haven't actually gone in and had a look at everything else. So, I think that's what we do today. So, let me switch screens. Have you guys seen it? I assume a lot of you have seen it. It's quite windy here in the UK, so my blind is smashing the back of my room apart. If it continues, I might close the window. But at the moment, we're okay. At the moment, we're okay. So, someone did say that there's obviously spoilers for Monster Hunter Wilds, and I think that is fair enough, because, you know, the only other game I was excited for, and this was announced hours before the event, and that was Sonic X Shadow Generations. You know what? I don't think I even saw the trailer for Sonic X Shadow Generations on Gamescom. Did they show a trailer? I didn't see that. I used to love Sonic. I haven't played Sonic in... It's going on 10, 15 years, but I used to be, like, all the arcadey Sonic games and stuff like that. Loved it. The original, like, Dreamcast Sonic, that was pretty cool. We had to, like, run away from the... what was it? Was it I think it was a killer whale, wasn't it? Whilst you were running across, like, the beach stuff. Star Fury, welcome. I hope you're well. So I think this is just initial crap. Okay. Let's start it off then. Let's see what's...
Und damit tatsächlich, schön, dass wir das jetzt noch gemacht haben, weil ich verabschiede mich jetzt.
Wie, du gehst jetzt?
Ja.
Das war der Countdown für Sophia
seems
verlässt
to
die
be
Bühne.
in a completely different language here. Hold on.
Genau.
Is there...
Und du holst ja gleich.
Where in the world. Oh,
Ah, there we go.
And it's here in Cologne, Germany. So moin moin and guten Abend.
Ja, kann man sagen, ja. You can say that.
Trailer was before Gamescom. Ah, that's why I missed it. I'll have to check it out.
Was sagt man hier in Köln?
Remind me before the end of the stream and
Weiß
I'll
gar
check it
nicht.
out.
I don't know what they say in Cologne. Doesn't matter. So, you have the pleasure to interview now the producers of the game?
Yes, they're just getting mic'd up. So basically in the meantime,
I
we
feel
can
like
have a
this
little
could
bit of
take...
chit-chat, and then
This
we'll
is
bring them
all
out on the
just
stage,
crap, isn't it?
because
This
we've
can
got
take
some
some
very
time.
familiar faces to those in the Monster
There must
Hunter
be
community, and those that are new to Monster Hunter,
probably the
well,
creator
you're in for a
and the
treat
guy who's in the
because we
dev
have
stream.
some
There we
very
go. Okay, let's
experienced
go back. Maybe here.
So yeah, as
By the way,
we've
what's the
adopted
sound
over
like?
the years, the team have sought
Is it good?
really fun and intuitive solutions so you can navigate them.
Thank you, Star Fury. Appreciate it.
Okay, so it
Appreciate
looks
it.
like
Yeah, no
the
worries. There'll be a
technical
VOD,
difficulties.
obviously,
We're
but I'm
gonna
sure a
focus
lot
on
of you guys have already
single
watched these. I
player.
haven't,
We were
so I
planning
thought,
to do
fuck it, we might as well do
multiplayer
it
session with
live.
all the developers, but you know, real-time consoles and technology is
It's all the fun of doing it live. but-
Fundamentally, you can't rely on it. So Tokuro-san's going to give us a single-player demonstration of a quest. So we're just setting that up now.
Okay,
And
so
then
they
the
were
other
going to do
developers
multiplayer,
have
but
some
that didn't
product
work.
commentary.
It sounds good.
Standard.
Obviously, for those
Standard
who are
with,
looking for
Monster
multiplayer
Hunter.
today, apologies,
Didn't they say they're
but
going
we
to do
are streaming
cross-play with
also
Monster Hunter
tomorrow
Wilds as well?
and on
Like, that
Friday
should be
at the
pretty fun.
same times. So we hopefully all going well. We will have multiplayer for you on the following days, but absolutely stick around.
Though we might
because
see
you were in
multiplayer
very safe hands
on
with
the other
Takura-san and his
days.
Hunting
I
Horn.
hope to try and get through a lot of this tonight, to be honest. Like, yeah, crossplay is going to be sick on
Hopefully
this
I'll be
game.
able to join you tomorrow for
Oh,
multiplayer.
yeah, we need to see that hammer action.
Rozo-san no Hanma, was it?
So what was wrong with it? Why did it not work on day one? For their big reveal, why did it not work?
Okay, we are back then, and we're going to have, this is the Tokuro-san's gameplay screen that you can see right now.
Space Marines 40,000, the second one, that's going to be insane. I'm excited for that as well. Yeah, that's true. A lot of console players, especially in the community as well, like the community we've built. There's a lot of people in the Discord who've wanted to play with me. Not in that way, let's keep it PG. But wanted to play with me on Monster Hunter, but they can't because they only have console.
Demo version to make things go quickly. We've made some preset characters for you to choose, but the full game has the detailed character creator that you've come to know and love.
Appearance preset. So I imagine a lot of what we're seeing
by default on each character today, but in the full game you will be able to choose the voice you want to have.
is a work in progress, right? It's,
That's fantastic. I know our
Things could
community love to
change.
express themselves via their hunters, and not just their hunters, but their palicos.
really cool palicos. Used to be just the color that was really the biggest thing, but
Exactly, and similarly, we want to keep things simple for the show floor demo. People who are coming to queue to play the game don't have to waste too much time on that part of it. We've had some characters.
is there going to be
created here, but we'll be able
sound,
to do
or
some
is it just
detailed
going to be
cuts
these
in the full
guys
game.
talking in the
Yeah,
background?
loving the
Which I guess
different
makes
aircon
sense because
options
they
as
want to
well. Spotted that in there.
really show their game. It would have been good to... Maybe they haven't got voice lines yet. Maybe that's the problem.
So we've got two different quests that you can take on here at
That's quite
Gamescom.
cool,
One of
the
them
fact
is
you have
for
to
perhaps the more beginner hunters who
kind
want
of
to have a bit of an
split
introduction
the
to
pack.
story and the setting.
That's a
We have
pretty
another
cool
one for
mechanic.
those
Like,
more
I knew there was a
veteran
herd
hunters who are able to jump right
mechanic,
into
but I
the
thought when
action.
you'd hunt them,
Needless to say, that's the one
they'd
I'll
kind
be
of
doing
just
today.
show one by one. But the fact you have to actually split the herd yourself, that's pretty cool.
As well, obviously. We see the hunter here with the great sword on her back, but we know that Takura-san will be rocking the hunting horn. So we're going to take a look at the
The hunting horn,
camp
okay.
section now.
I like the fact you can hear 1,000,000 people just in Gamescom at the same time. That's great. Really, you really get the full experience. Hope Blade.
So, as you can see, you can choose from any of the 14 weapon types here in the camp. Although we were discussing our weapon choices as a multiplayer party earlier, now that I'm going solo, I'm going to keep it simple and go with my usual choice of great swords.
Ooh.
A fine choice, a classic.
昔男性のデザインと女性の装備のデザインっていうのがあったと思うんですけども、今
They
回
were
は
smart
そ
to
れを
keep
区
the
切りをして
armor
女性の
choices
タイプの
just
装
what
備
we
も
know
選べるようになって
from
ます
the weapon
You can see I'm
overviews and
choosing
from
my
the other
armor
trailers.
here. In previous
That makes
Monster Hunter
sense.
games, you had male and female armor was separate.
I don't really
I'm
know
happy
what to
confirm
expect
that
by
in
what we've
Monster
seen
Hunter
from the
Wilds,
trailers,
no
so it's
more
going to be
male and
cool
female
to...
armor. All characters can wear any gear.
That's awesome. Fashion game is officially the end game.
Ooh, that's pretty cool. So the look of the armor isn't going to change based on whether you're a male or female character. So you kind of get the full look of the armor no matter what. That's cool. I'm excited for that, because that was kind of normally in these type of games or in like RPGs or stuff like that. I tend to prefer a female character unless it's like Baldur's Gate 3. I play male in that one, but the one thing that turned me off with Monster Hunter playing as female is that the armor was always just sexed up, right? It just looked ridiculous on female characters, and you didn't get the full might and fury of it like you did with the male ones. So that's pretty cool that the aesthetics all the way through. That's great. That's actually big.
ご機嫌が非常に
Took them a long time to
俺んとこは一番
actually
ね
fix that.
こっちでやった方がいいかもね
Unfortunately, Tokuda-san's controller is on the blink again.
Well, enjoy the view of some of the armor sets in the meantime. And obviously that exciting news that now in Monster Hunter Wilds, no matter how you choose to build your hunter, what they look like, any of the armor
That would have
sets in
been
the
cool,
game,
yeah, listening
they
to the
can use
themes.
as long as you have the monster parts. So that's incredible. We know the community have been wondering if this would be the
So
case.
wait, what? What was that, sorry?
I cannot
Male and female armor was separate. I'm happy to confirm that in Monster Hunter Wilds, there's no more male and female armor. All characters can wear any gear.
Sounded like he just gave us like a massive news
That's
bomb,
awesome.
but I'm not
Battle
sure.
game is officially the end game.
またコントローラーがご機嫌が非常に悪いです。
俺んとこは一番マシかもねこっちでやった方がいいかもね
Unfortunately, Tokuda-san's controller is on the blink again.
Well, enjoy the view of some of the armor sets in the meantime.
everything's
And obviously
breaking.
That exciting news that now in Monster Hunter Wilds, no matter how you choose to build your hunter, what they look like, any of the armor sets in the game, they can use as long as you have the monster parts. So that's
okay.
incredible.
We already
know the
fine.
community have been wondering if this would be the case.
Yeah,
So
that
I
is great.
cannot Wait to see
That
what
is
the
really
community
cool.
cook up when they get their hands on it in 2025. But yeah, so excited to hear about that.
Yeah, the developers also love seeing everyone posting their characters.
Yes.
And especially their
You think he's
power
dyed his hair, or do you think that's spray?
Absolutely.
I think it's spray.
I actually have a cat in real life, and I always base my Palico off of her. She's a little tortoise shell.
It's 100% a blue spray. There's no way that's dyed.
So yeah, you love to see it.
I'm sure we have a lot of
I have a
kids out
silver
there in the
spray, that's how I know.
recreating their little bodies.
Sometimes I like to put silver highlights in for work.
I think
別のに変えま
Makes
し
me
た
look more
the controller should
intimidating,
be
I think.
working now,
But
so let's see if we can get back into the action.
yeah, for God's sake, make sure everything works, huh?
はい
This
すい
is
ま
your
せん
big moment, guys.
じゃあ選んだので
Okay, I've chosen my gear, so let's go out.
まあ、ここが今回のハンターたちの拠点になるベースキャンプになります。
So this is the base camp, which is the camp of operations for the hunters.
Are we on the highest quality for this stream?
で、セクレトに乗ると
Yeah, we are. I guess they streamed it as well,
タ
right?
ーゲ
So
ットのところまで
You can see that
Wow.
I'm here on my sacred mount. It's actually automatically
you can already see like the sand in the air and the dust in the air. That's
出て
quite
くれ
cool.
ますし、人のいる拠点と、フィールドに今までロードが挟まってましたけども、今回はシームレスに行き来でき
The
るように
alpha is our
なってます
Of course,
target.
you might have noticed zero loading screens, zero buffer, just ride straight out from camp into the field.
How do you know what's the alpha though? Is it because it's much bigger than the other? I guess that's probably it. It does seem to stand out from the others.
今ね、隠れ
Seems to have quite a prominent tail.
So we can see that the monsters are forming a bit of a pack here.
Sneak attack.
I think Takuda-san's a bit outnumbered at the minute. I wonder how
He's
he'll
gone
do.
great sword. Begin quest. Okay. But they're all running together at the moment.
Where could they be leading him? And what we saw there is how quickly you can mount Sacred as well. So using a button prompt, you can get straight back onto your mount. and
But it is quite
react.
flawless.
急に動き出しましたね。これもなかなか珍しい。
Hunters wearing the other
Tokuda-san
gender's
is
clothes
sometimes
probably going to look a
surprised by
bit
the monster
uncanny.
behavior because it's so realistic and unpredictable.
Yeah, but do they mean that it just looks the same with male and female? You know what I mean? It's just obviously the female bit will probably look a little bit slender, but
And we've got mounted combat there as well.
yeah, I get that, Rex. I used to have blonde highlights. I think everyone went through
Advantage of the,
that
light
stage
weight
at some point in their life, especially if you have
So yes,
dark
we
hair like me.
mentioned earlier, mounted combat is an option when you're re-engaging a monster, just to keep them on their toes.
Hasn't used any of the dung pods yet.
So
This looks
obviously, like,
pretty
having
dangerous.
A pack of monsters like this is a first for the Monster Hunter series.
Yeah, this is crazy. This is a crazy
Wow.
fight. Like, the most monsters you see are normally fighting each other.
I will
The fact you've already got 3 on you, and only you, they're not attacking each other because they're of the same species, is pretty cool.
grab and threw one of the herbivores at them.
I do like the look of that health and stamina bar.
Dangerous in many ways.
I really like the look of that.
まあ今
Ooh.
大根や玉を使えってすごい出てます
So another monster's on the way?
Yeah, so you can see that there's a recommendation here for me to use a dun pod. That'll help me get rid of the other guys in the pack.
ちなみに今までのようにアイテムセレクト普通にできるんですけどこういう拡張版
So we actually have an extended
で一気
version
に選ぶ
of
こと
the
が
classic item selection bar, which you might have seen come up on the screen here.
Holy shit.
It's a new option for how to choose your items.
That's for more flexibility, allowing you to access the item you want even quicker. And then
Okay,
we
so
see
he's
the
hit all
large
of them.
pod being deployed,
Yeah.
which hopefully should split the pack up because
That weather changing so quickly as well.
まあ群れを、あえて一網打尽にするようなやり方もあるんですけど一番簡単なのは新しいアイテムである大根やし玉
Sad we don't get our own unique mount.
群れを散らすのが、簡単な
I guess there's only so much they can do with it,
You
right?
can, of course,
But yeah, I would imagine there's some kind of
choose an individual
customization
member of the herd
to
you
it.
want to get rid of, but we have this new large dun pod I've chosen here. That lets me
Yes, the
go
mounting's
into the
back. That's
area and
good.
get rid of all of those
I love that
monsters
mechanic
we
in
don't
World.
want.
and also so we're seeing obviously mountain in Monster Hunter Wilds, and the new way it has been added to the game. Ooh. Oh, that'll leave a mark.
Not sure how I feel about the massive control tutorial at the top of the screen though.
Getting involved as well. So it's as we mentioned, a living, breathing world, and we see this pack of small monsters taking advantage of Doshiguma being in a bit of a tough spot.
Yeah, so far this looks really
こういう
good.
小さいモンスターが大型モンスターを攻撃したりするのも
Yeah, all the armors look amazing. All the colors, like
Yeah, this
everything's
is a
there.
brand new feature where we have this kind of interaction at different levels of the ecosystem. It brings an extra level of realism.
The thing
And
is, what I
talking of,
wonder,
oh, there's a certain monster in the background there as well. Hopefully they don't come and visit because that would be scary. But we are in the inclemency period right now. A storm has
the one thing that I wonder about this is like, obviously World brought in a whole new player base because of the way it looked, and it was all next gen, and it was fantastic. It was my first Monster Hunter game, you know, it was great. And then they brought out Rise, which again, great game. It's obviously gone back more to its roots in terms of the way it looks and the way it plays. It's more arcadey. It's more for the hardcore, I guess, fan of, or not even hardcore, but more the root fan of Monster Hunter. Absolutely fine. And then you bring out Wilds, which looks like World but much more improved. It has a whole living world. It looks insane. You have all these different monsters, this pack mentality, the changing weather system. So much, right? So much that even we haven't been told yet. Where do they go after Wilds? Like, because surely you don't go back to then releasing like a Rise type game or a Monster Hunter 4U game or something like that. That kind of look and that kind of art style and that kind of gameplay. I mean, they did after World, but I don't know how you do that after making many strides, so many new improvements, making this game look as amazing as it is, to then go back. Do you know what I mean? Mainline team versus portable team. Makes the core games that are grounded and cool and big like World and Wilds, whereas portable team is all about the animate cool stuff. Okay, so there are two different teams that work on different games, which I guess keeps a whole player base, but also splits the player base as well as to what games they most enjoy and like the look of. Maybe.
rolled in mid-hunt, dramatically changing the whole locale. It's a bit of a shocking experience.
I see what you did there.
And here we
Oh,
have
turf
another
war.
of our monsters that we've revealed.
There it
in
is.
Valahara. And,
You better watch
Valahara
this.
And, Doshiguma, they don't seem to be getting on too well. We're seeing, oh my goodness.
I think we saw some of this in a trailer, didn't
So,
we?
Tokudu-san, what are we seeing here exactly?
これはどういう状況でしょうか？
That looks insane.
Yeah. It seems that he's engaged the Balahara, hoping it would start a turf war.
And got caught by the quicksand there as well. They do seem like a company that listens to its player base, which is amazing. Why would you go over there?
Officially revealed in yesterday's trailer Open in Night Live. Behold, the apex monster of the Windward Plains, Ray Dow. And we have seen the community calling it Thor Magala when it was first
Thor
teased,
Magala.
which did make us chuckle. But yeah, Ray Dow is the name of this powerful monster. So,
I could see like by the horns on its head that kind of look no, it doesn't look anything like it does.
You'll need it.
Avid, hi, I hope you're well, buddy. Also Turnip, hi, I hope you're doing good. Shadar, hello.
We've seen a lot of people coming to the booth actually intentionally seeking out Ray Dow for a challenge, but as you said, it's a really fearsome monster to take on, so you need to be
Hunt
pretty
the
confident.
Alpha
That's why I love the Monster Hunter community. They're like,
Doshaguma.
this is the scariest monster. I'm going straight for that one. And look at the power on that.
The sound effects
I don't think Doshaguma's gonna
sound
win this one
amazing. You
against
can't
Ray
really
Dow.
hear them too much, but Ray Dow's like lightning effects and the way he sounds, you can just about make them out. Kind of sounds like King Ghidorah.
Yeah, this is our first opportunity, Rozo-san says, to have a chance to really show a big meaty chunk of gameplay rather than showing trailers, so it's a great chance for everyone to see this.
Vigor Mantle
Absolutely, and
Bug.
we're in expert hands
Interesting.
as well, which is fantastic.
I really like the UI. That sharpness meter, the health meter, the stamina meter look so fluid. They look great. Rise began development shortly before World did. The two teams worked side by side and shared notes and manpower. Noah and the Bushy. See, I don't know if they
Yeah,
will.
So, Rizo-san was asking what was the design intention behind Ray Dow, and Fujioka-san explained that, you know, the first monster you meet is kind of more like Doshagama style, beastly, furry kind of creatures, so we want to have something that stood apart from those, but that also represented the new feature of the kind of the stormy conditions that can change at any time. So having this kind of lightning
Insects.
creature really represents the elemental
Smaller
nature
insects.
of the new Monster Hunter Wilds.
Could that be
environmental
teasing
design.
another insect boss?
Yeah, it's encapsulated wonderfully, like the community
Monster?
reaction
Not boss.
when
I'm
we
stuck
just
in Wukong
teased
vibes.
The monster was fantastic. Theory crafting, making fan art, trying to make out what the monster looks like. Yeah, I can definitely see
Great
that coming through.
Thunderbug.
異常気象、砂嵐の異常気象の特徴の一つとして、先ほどのようなレダウのようなモンスターが出るというのも一つあるんですけど、この大来光虫という環境生物がいろんなところに
Okay.
それをこうアクティブにすることで今のようなしびれ花のような
That's
効果を得ることができたりします。
Yeah, you just saw me using the Great Thunderbug here. It's one of the environmental creatures, the endemic life that's on the Windward Plains. So
This is like
I was
similar
able
to the
activate
core
one,
Highlands
and it
area,
creates
right?
a huge shock effect for the monster that I'm hunting.
So resourceful hunters that keep a lookout for these little things in the environment can really capitalize on them during a hunt.
The one thing I wonder is where it says hunt the alpha, does that mean that there's Doshaguma and there's Alpha Doshaguma, or are they just saying that for the quest, you know what I mean?
今みたいに、まあ、ただの
And I also assume that monster health is much higher in this game, because there seems to be a lot of downtime with monsters, especially with the wound mechanic, the fact that you can just take them out.
Traps that you can use to cause damage. There's even bigger rock falls than that and other things to discover.
Absolutely, I remember actually
Wow.
using rock falls in Monster Hunter World, and I'd miss most of the time. So it's good that there's lots of opportunities to use more traps. So you know, if you
SOS
miss the
flare.
first time, you might get them the second time.
That was very,
What we've just
that was
seen here
quick.
as well is the support hunter feature, which we
Wait,
actually
what?
revealed in yesterday's trailer.
They're just saying that Chatacabra has turned up on the scene, so we've got quite a menagerie today.
We do, so we've seen 4 different monsters already in the
These the
space of
NPC
just
guys?
one hunt, and they've all come up and tried to take on Takuda-san as well.
タタカブラは初期のモンスターなので遊びやすくなってます。
Catacabra is one of the first monsters you'll face in Wild. So
I
it's one of
see,
the
okay.
monsters- if you're
So the
new to
other
series, it'll be a lot easier to
Dosha
take on.
Guma, or however you say the name, are kind of just gonna die a lot
What
easier.
a character he is with that tongue.
The hell's just happened?
あれ
The hell just happened?
救難出すか
あ、出しました。
はいはい
Oh, someone subscribed. Alex, thank you, buddy.
救難出すとNPC
I forgot I had that as an alert.
もう今
So a few moments ago, you'll have seen that Takuda-san put
I thought the Admiral was suddenly in Wilds.
Even though he's playing offline in single player, 3 support AI hunters have now joined him, who you can see on the party list on the left. These are really intelligent new AI companions that will help out single players.
ちなみに今ちょっと見えづらかったかもしれませんけど、スタの罠を僕が
So the SOS flare brings
NPC は
NPC
攻撃をやめて
helpers?
僕の方まで近寄ってきてくれてます。
They're really intelligent, so just now, whenever I took a vine trap and set it up by attacking the vines, the AI hunters knew to stop attacking the monster and come to me and the trap.
That
so we
limp
can lure the
animation,
monster towards
holy
us. So they're
shit.
really smart.
Oh, that's great.
And that's great, say, you know, because we know a lot of games.
Oh, you almost
they
feel
don't
sorry
play
for it,
online,
don't you?
or they prefer a solo experience, and for that, you can still kind of have that multiplayer or companionship feel with the support hunters, and it's your choice whether you use them or not as well.
Got their own little health bars, that's sick. And yeah, the fact they're using similar or the same weapons as you is insane. Can be set to either NPC or online players, that's really cool. Oh, we switched weapons?
So we've changed the mechanics here a little bit when it comes to the bow guns. You'll notice when I was choosing the ammo that you can choose between having smaller bullets that you can shoot off infinitely, or more powerful bullets that are more limited in ammo.
So you have to make
Weather's
a conscious
changed.
decision when to bring out the big guns and really kind of lay into the monster.
Is it me though, but when that weather changed, it suddenly got very, very green,
And
whilst
also
it was all
looking at
covered in
Doshiguro as
sand.
well, you can kind of see the damage and wear and tear it's been receiving over the duration of the hunt.
Maybe that'll get fixed
So
in post, like before the game
obviously
comes
in
out, but I
traditional
kind of
Monster
like the
titles
fact that there was
before
sand
Wilds,
over the
you'd break monster parts and you'd visibly see that,
vegetation
but it
during the
looks like team
storm.
have really
And now
added
suddenly
onto
it's just
that and
gone as
added
soon as
even
the
more detail.
sun comes out, huh? Really cool if when you exchange guild cards with other players, you can call their characters in as AI, kind of like a... That is a sick idea. That actually sounds amazing. I could get behind that.
Probably going to bust out a barrel bomb, but we need
Apparently we missed out a crazy joke on this. I doubt it was that crazy, but we're going to rewind to see what they're
Doshiguro as
chatting
well,
about.
You can kind of see the damage and wear and tear it's been receiving over the duration of the hunt. Obviously in traditional Monster Hunter titles before Wilds, you'd break
All the
monster
animations so
parts and
far
you'd
have looked
visibly see
amazing.
that, but it looks like the team have really added onto that and added even more detail.
What's our move?
Okay, so they won't attack whilst you're not attacking, which is good.
朝のために
So it is still you in charge, that's really cool.
I think Takuda-san was probably going to bust out a barrel bomb, but we need to save some good stuff for the following streams. So we're going to keep the barrel bomb for tomorrow.
There you go, another good reason to tune in tomorrow as well.
But that was it. I'm sure those numbers add up, but seeing them on their own don't fill me with confidence with a ranged weapon, you know what I mean? It's kind of weird seeing them like that, when you're so used to the big pops of like the great sword, the hammer, the charge blade.
They didn't wake the monster up, they let Takuda-san do that as the player.
It is huge, isn't it?
Yeah, the AI is really smart and it knows what strategy.
I hope they do have a size mechanic again. I'm sure they do. I'm pretty sure that's been a staple in every Monster Hunter game, where you can hunt smaller ones or larger ones. Jesus, look at the size of it!
何気にこう剥ぎ取りの時もちょっと上に登れるんですよね。ほら
Carved
So,
carcass.
Yozo-san is just pointing
Oh, you
out
can
that
actually stand on
you
it.
can actually get on top of the monster now in order to carve. So that's a new feature from this game.
Actually, and we can see Olivia getting stuck in as well.
Yeah.
She's not hanging about. She's like, I'm getting my monster parts right now.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, when you do take down a
Such a
monster,
small
you
detail,
can
but
like,
that is
you know,
really
nice
cool.
pan, a nice screenshot of you stood
He better
upon
carve
your
this before
prize.
time runs out, otherwise it's going to trigger me.
But no, that was a great hunt. Takuda-san, what was your highlight?
Please
from that
carve it.
Shiguma hunt?
Although his
Right.
controller
今
just
のカニ
disconnected.
のハイライトは何でしたか？
そうですね、レダウだったり、
Please.
バーラハーラだったり、今回のワイルズの隔ての砂原にいろんな環境を使いながら狩りをできたことは良かったんじゃないかなと思います。
I was really happy I was able to show you a huge variety of monsters.
Why is that guy crawling? We can all see him. What? You might as well just stand up and
砂原にいろんな環境を使いながら狩り
just stand up. Just stand up. Everyone's seen you, dude. You're not messing anything
を
up
できた
here.
ことは良かったんじゃないかなと思います。
I was really happy I was able to show you
These
a huge
monsters
variety of
look
monsters within one
insane,
quest, but
and
also
it's
show off the
crazy
Windward Plains and the ecology that you're able to use
when you
at the same
first look at
time.
them to
So
think,
that was a great hunt
like,
for me.
size-wise, apart from when he did the turf war and when he carved it,
So don't worry, we will be doing
they look
community
massive.
Q&A in tomorrow's stream. So do tune in at
The Windward Plains and the ecology that you're able to use at the same time. So that was a great hunt for me.
That was awesome. And say with that, we will have to wrap up a little bit earlier due to the delay at the start. So
people playing over there, look. Oh, that's cool. Wait, what the fuck? Hold on. Something... Oh! Sorry, I heard voices, and I just realised that for some reason my phone was playing the Discord announcement of my stream back to me. Yeah, why is he trying to sneak away?
don't worry, we will
So
be doing
wait.
community Q&A in tomorrow's stream. So do tune in at the same time tomorrow. And
So
if
what's
you
the
like
rest-
what you saw today, you can wishlist Monster Hunter Wilds on PSN and Steam right now. So it really
There's
does
still an
support the game
hour.
at the launch. So if you
Obviously,
do
we're going to
like
go
what
into
you
day
see,
2 and day
do drop a
3.
wishlist. And for everyone in the
But I
queue and
thought
in the
there'd be more in
audience as
day
well,
1.
We hope you have a wonderful time playing today. But do stick around because in about
Just suddenly heard
15
voices, and it was
minutes,
just
I'll
my
be
own
with
voice
Takuda-san and
coming
we'll
out
be
my
doing our
phone,
live
even though it's
stream
locked. I was like, what the
of
fuck?
some more Monster Hunter Wilds gameplay. But in the meantime, I'd like to say thank you so much for Takuda-san, Ryoza-san, and Fujioka-san for joining us. We'll be back tomorrow with hopefully some multiplayer gameplay. And in the meantime, happy hunting.
I wonder if we get any surprises for any of these streams. I also feel like he might change his hair colour tomorrow. So wait, what is going on here? What? Will we get a new drawing competition to create original monsters? Yes, there will be more monster like art series coming to the Discord and everything, 100%. I just got to try and figure out a time of when to do it, do you know what I mean? But yeah, definitely we're going to do more art stuff. Why is this suddenly like gone excruciatingly quiet? And it's not just me. What is going on here?
So if you don't want to hear
Oh.
the
Going to be diving straight back into Monster Hunter Wilds for some hunting goodness, isn't that?
Okay, cool. So there is more in day 1, which is good.
Okay, there we are. We're
But
now
yes, we are going to do
corner.
more art competitions. I want to give out more of those skulls as well that we did like with the Zinogre challenge.
In Monster Hunter Wilds, as they've seen, you can actually carry 2 weapons at once into a hunt.
まあどの武器にしますかっていう質問ですけど、
おー
2種持てるんですね今回。
That was interesting. That hold on, did you see that?
Okay, there we are. We're now in the corner. But the good thing is as well, obviously, you know, we're asking which
I look
weapon
forward to
that
see it,
in
Athos. I look
Monster
forward to
Hunter
see
Wilds,
it.
as they've
Wait,
seen,
hold
you
on.
can
There's
carry
a...
2 weapons at once.
So obviously these are presets, right? Which is fine, but...
Into a hunt.
まあどの武器にしますかっていう
Did you see it?
質問。
In which weapon
I want to make sure I'm
in
not seeing
Monster Hunter Wilds,
things.
as they've seen, you can actually carry 2 weapons at once into a hunt.
まあどの武器にしますか
Okay, I think, yeah. Yeah, there are different, there's different sizes, right? So does that mean you'll be able to customize exactly how hunky or skinny or big your character is? Probably not massively, but it looked like there's definitely probably when you go in to create your hunter, you can make them look leaner or a little bit bigger or bulkier, or because I guess you're not going to be, you know, you're not going to be hunking around an awful lot of weight because you're constantly on your feet fighting monsters. So it makes sense for you to be of a certain size when you're fighting. But the fact that they've given like a little bit of choice around the weight is quite cool. Like really, really cool. You can also now give your hair highlights and color the white parts. Oh, can you? Holy shit. So is this worth watching? Or do we go to day 2?
そうですね。環境もいろいろ変わりますし、
He looks like
マップもすごく広くなってます
Drogo
の
from
で、
fucking
セクレト
Game
の
of
2
Thrones.
種類の武器を持つことで、いろんな環境の変化に
Admiral's
柔軟に
proportions.
適応
I
してい
think
た
we
だく
all
よう
want
に
Admiral's
今回デザイン
proportions,
して
I'll be
ます。
honest.
That's right. As you'll have seen, the
That could have been
environment is
worded better,
so
but you know what I
changeable.
mean.
It has two sides to it, where it could be very peaceful and then very wild and stormy. So we've added the ability to jump on your sacred and quickly change to a second weapon at any time.
Oh,
So
Turnip.
have a strategy
Turnip,
ready
you're
for
going to look
any
great as a
situation.
Palico in Wilds.
ちなみにね、パリコの声
You realise that's a thing now. We never changed the Palico name from Turnip. It's always going to be Turnip. It's a trademark. It just can't go anywhere.
So the character creator is a little
Maybe
bit
I'll let you
restricted
decide
to the
exactly
demo
how you
version.
look
So
in our
for
gameplay.
example, the Palico voices, you'll have 2 different ones to choose from, but for the purposes of this build, we've just got
The
a
extra
default
fluffy
set.
one.
So don't be concerned you see the limited options here. This is just for the demo version.
So are we still seeing... This is the same thing, isn't it?
You can, of course, also change your Palico to speak in Meowie Palico language if that's what you prefer. So if you don't want to hear them speaking in human words,
Oh,
then
so you can
switch
change it back to
Yeah,
Meowie
it's great to
language.
have the choice, but say
Straight
there's some
from
great
the
benefits as well of
horse's
having your
mouth.
Palico talk human language, right?
まあ人間の言葉だといろいろサポートしてくれたりするんですね。
そうですね、テキスト自体はボイスにしてもこうアイル語にしても出るんですけれども、ボイスの方が字を読まなくてもサポートしてくれるんで、すごくわかりやすいと思います。
Yeah, it's going to be giving you helpful hints and support, but even if you choose the
I know they
meowing
changed
noises,
character,
the
but is this
subtitles
the
will still
exact
give you the
same
correct
quest
information. You won't lose out
that
on
we've just
support,
seen?
regardless of your audio choice.
Is there anything new
So
during
it's a
this?
win-win,
I
no matter which you
doubt
pick.
it.
It's
Do
down
we
to
just
your
go to
personal
day 2?
preference.
We get to see inside the tent, though.
14個の
Welcome,
武器から
Voldy. I hope you're doing
こ
good,
こで
buddy.
選ぶことができますし、セカンダリーウェポンもここで選ぶことができます。
So we can choose from the 14
Sapient
weapon types.
person with
Which one are we
rights.
going to go
Yeah.
for?
なんか
What are you going to go
ラ
for?
ンスが多かったかな、さっきの。
I get the feeling that Lance was the most requested in the chat, so I'm going with Lance.
ボウも多いのかな。
And there was some people asking for the bow too, so that's going to be my second weapon choice.
There we go. Everyone's a winner. Good again, the armor out here.
Oh
Are we
yeah, it's
going
definitely Monster
fashion
Hunter
or
World, but
function here,
improved and
Kudo-san?
better. 100%. And yeah, I'm all for it as well. I love Monster
まあ
Hunter
両
World.
方ですね。
I think I prefer World over
でも
Rise,
今回ね
honestly.
やっぱスキルのシステムがちょっと変わってて、この体験版でも
Not because I'm
本編とちょっ
biased,
と違いますけど、スキルシステム自体
I
が
just-
実
I don't know.
装されています。
I liked it. Really
でま
liked
あ
it.
このセット
Just
ボーナス
finishing
スキル
Wukong?
っていう、
Nice, man.
で今
I'm
まで
still
の
playing.
シリーズスキルに加えて、グループ特定のグループによってもスキルがつくようになってたりします。例えば重竜の、モンスターで装備を合わせると特定のグループスキルがついたりみたいなのも、実装されていってます。
A little bit of both in this case. I think it's a great looking armor, but I also want to have my skills ready to go out in the hunt. And you may have noticed some changes there on the screen.
Really
Those are
nice
just
looking
down to
armor.
the skill system. It's broadly
The
based on what
detail
we
on
had
it,
before in Monster Hunter
amazing.
World, but you saw new set
Everything
bonus
I've
skills, for
seen
example. So in
so
addition to
far,
this, wearing the
amazing.
same armor series, getting you bonuses, there'll be certain set bonuses. It might be, for example, 2 different monsters parts, but they're from the same type, same sort of category of monster. For example, the same type of wyvern. You might be able to get some set bonus skills from combining those armor together, so you have more chances to mix and match.
Oh wow! So if you love build crafting, then you're in for a treat.
Exactly.
そうですね。あとね、重要なところとしては、
Yeah, I haven't decided just yet. And I am thinking Insect Glaive
攻撃的なスキルは武器の
and
方につい
Hunting
ている
Horn.
形になってます。
And there's also going to be specific
But I
attack
don't know.
skills attached to weapons as well.
I don't
Oh,
know.
wow.
It
So
may well
even
be we
more
go
reason to
Charge
use
Blade,
or
honestly.
craft and use a wide variety of
But I'm not
weapons.
sure.
いろいろな武器を
There are certain weapons I
作成
just won't
する
touch, like I
こ
probably
とが
wont touch.
重要になるゲームなんですね。
そうですね。
I thought there was a
武
glitch
器
then.
防具の方のスキル選んでいただ
I probably
き、
won't touch
スキル
range.
ビルド考えていただくのは変わらないんですけども、この2つの武器に、を持っていても、そこまでこう スキルビルドに苦労しないような形に、スキル
I don't know,
デザイン
Tony. I
自体
reckon
を
there'll be
一
loads
個
of
加えてますね。
Final
Yeah, that's
Fantasy
right. You'll be able to choose the two
involved.
weapons, of course. So I think you'll be able to create a build that gives you a bit of flexibility.
But
So
also,
changing
I feel
weapon,
like they'll
changing
probably
one of the
do
skills
some
on it,
crazy
lets you
stuff.
Have two different strategies at the same time, rather than being
Like
locked to just
different
what you put on your armor,
game
which you can't
developers,
change
like
it
ones
to.
we
Which
would
is
never
another
have
link. So
expected
as
to
we
see in
mentioned on stage,
Monster Hunter
having
Wilds
two weapons, you can
or the
either
Monster
have
Hunter
two different
universe.
weapons or two of the same type, but then having different versions of that type will yield benefits. And Tokuda-san, it's a 3v1 or 3v2 because you've got your Palico at the moment. How do you think you'll fare with a lance in this situation?
今回はランスですが、まあ3匹でかかってきてましたので、どうなるのでしょうか。
Yeah, Voldy, I'm enjoying
そう
Wukong
で
at
す
the
ね、やっ
moment.
ぱり
Really,
プ
really
レイ
am.
は
It's
すごく
amazing.
特にランス
I'm
みたい
still
なちょっ
recording
と
the
機動
next
力が
episode, but
低め
it's
の武器っていうのは苦手だったりするんですけ
probably
ども
one of the best games I've played, honestly.
するんですけども、
And yeah,
今回
the
結構
exploration
小回り
is
利くよう
on
な形
point.
に
Like,
な
I
ってい
don't
た
want to
り
go
だと
straight to the
か、
objective, but I've been exploring. It's been really fun.
あれやな。
Yeah, we've adjusted the lance in Monster
Monster
Wilds so
Hunter
that
Monster
it's still the
Simulator.
sort of the powerful wall that it needs
What,
to
where
be
you just
to be a
play as the
lance,
monster
but
and get
you might
hunted?
notice as I'm playing that I've got a little
could be
bit
quite
more
a morbid game.
movability and a little bit more flexibility in my options.
Ooh.
Oh, that looked good.
で、ツバゼリアイは今みたいにガードを特性、特性を持った武器が、モンスターの
But I wonder if you get as much, probably not as many materials if you actually kill the two smaller Doshaguma,
What we
but
just saw was a power clash, so whenever you've got a weapon that can guard, such as the lance, and a certain condition is met whenever you're attacking the monster and you guard it just the right time, you'll get this power clash happen on screen.
で今ちょっと見たかな、ジャスト判定していくと、まあ、割と今回いろんな武器にジャスト判定ついてるんですけど、その後、簡単な追撃に移ることが
I need to
なん
play
で
the
きるよう
Isle
になって
again.
ます。
I missed that game.
All the
But the
weapons
servers I
pretty
play
much
on
now
have
have
such
some kind of
large queue
perfect
times at
timing,
the moment because they've
sort of
just released
effect
their
on them, depending on how
Diablo,
you're
the
using it, but
Triceratops
you'll be able
thing.
to see how it works on the lance in this case. And it lets you follow up with attacks once you've done the perfect timing block.
ね、セクレットに乗ると、セクレットは一定の回数、回避をして
I
くれ
would
るの
like
で、
to see.
まあ、危
I
険に
know
なったら
like
と
there's
りあえ
still
ずセ
so
クレッ
much
ト
to
を上
explore
の
in
ボ
this
タンで押す
area,
ってい
and
う
we're
のが
never
今
ever
回
going to
の
see all of it
割
until
と
we
プ
start
レイし
playing
や
the
すい
game ourselves.
ポイントになります
The
ね。
But to see
sacred
another
is sort of
area,
hanging around to support
like
you
that
while you're
forest,
hunting,
right?
and you'll be able to
That
quickly
would be
press
quite
the
cool.
button on the D-pad to call the sacred and get away from danger if you're kind of getting into trouble. So you might have noticed there it was sort of, it was ready to go for me right there as I started getting hit. and
There's
taking
probably
damage.
certain drops that only drop from the
Ah,
alpha.
that's-
Yeah, that's you're
It's always good
probably
to have an
right.
escape plan, especially when there's a pack of Doshiguma on
Like the
you.
rare plates and stuff, or like what's it
まあモン
called?
スターを遅らせても
When you get like a
あの
shiny drop.
連れていくことができるのは今まで通りなんですが、この誘導弾、ルアーなんとかで、を使う、ルアーポットを使うと、このように敵視みたいな線がついてると思うんですけど、モンスターを連れていくことができます。
You've always been able to anger a monster if you want to get it to
I have
follow
the
you.
pickaxe
Just
to
land
fight
to lure it
monsters
somewhere
with.
on the map, and that's what we're doing right now. But I've used the new luring pod. You can see here on my slinger ammo display on the bottom right. That actually displays this little red beam that shows you which monster it is you're luring specifically, and it's almost indicating which one you're going to be dragging along.
That's really exciting. So obviously we're playing a solo hunt at the minute, but
Well, that's
with
fine.
the luring pod and the aggro line there, what
But it's
benefits
still
would this particular luring pod
aggroing
have
the
for
entire
multiplayer if you're a
herd.
mouse user?
マルチだと今の仕様はどういう風な使い方がありそうなのでしょうか。
そうですね、まあ、マルチであっても、まあ、モンスターを特定の場所まで連れていくということが、できますし、例えばその縄張り争いをするようなモンスターをあえて自分のモンスターのところにこう連れていくっていうこともできますね。
Yeah, that's true.
Well, regardless of your weapon, you'll be able to
Iceborne
strategically
brought
plan together to lure
Master in,
monsters.
didn't it?
Let's say you've got, one of them
6
next to you, you've got
Rajangs in a
them, you're
pack.
next to another one,
I
and
don't
you've
think
got them. You
Rajang's a
plan to
pack
lure them
animal.
together to make a turf war happen.
I
to
don't
strike
think
damage to targets,
Rajang
so, you know,
is a
possibilities are
pack
really
animal.
endless.
I don't think they will do it. I will be very
tank
surprised, but I
fantasy
think there's
by keeping
some
aggro on you a little bit
monsters,
longer. And who's
not
this
because
monster,
of the
Tokuda-san?
power,
まあこれが、セイダテの砂原の
but I just feel like even as a
Epic
species, it doesn't make sense for them to be a
monster
pack
This
animal.
is
You know what I
Raydal.
mean?
It's the
I reckon they
apex
kind of find a
predator of the
partner,
Windward
mate,
Plains
and then
at
just
the moment.
go their separate ways, possibly even fighting
It's
each
an
other.
electrifying
I
attack.
highly doubt there's going to
Positively
be.
shocking.
I thought there was going to be a
Chat
pack of
love seeing
Rajangs.
a Raydal appear.
I'd love to see it, but I doubt it.
来ます。
Same with like Devil Joe, Basil Goose. Who's the other intruder? I think all of the
We're in
intruders just,
inclemency
it's not going to
period at the
happen.
moment, which explains why the weather is so shocking and extreme.
I think
so,
Devil
both the
Joe would look
hunter and the monsters have
insane
to
in this
contend
game,
with
by the
this.
way.
どうぞ。
はいまあ、今はこういう嵐の補助機能になっているので、モンスターもハンターも注意しないといけないんですね、雷とか。
そうですね、ある種ハイリスクハイリターンというか、うまく環境を利用するには、
Might be able to
大
use them as a
ダメー
trap.
ジを期待することもで
Ooh.
きるんですけど、同時にすごく危険でもあり
Yeah,
ます
how's this going to work?
Exactly, it's high risk, high return. You know, you're going to be able to do extra damage to the monsters during this period by utilizing
Jesus.
environment and if they get struck, but you're also equally at as much
That's
risk of taking
crazy that they
damage,
managed
so
to actually
it's a
topple it.
time to be careful for sure.
Absolutely.
今小型モンスターが、こかしましたね、噛みついて土砂熊を点灯まで持っていきます。
It is a really cool
モンスターの強さ
animation,
に
the
よって
way
ど
it
ちらが
regains
勝つ
its
っていうのは
footing as well.
均等ではなくて毎回一緒ではなくて、小型モンスターが低い確率ですけど土砂熊に関しては勝つ可能性があります。戦う裏にはもっとすごい高い確率で勝ったりします。
So you've seen the small monsters, you know, trying to take on the big
I'd
one.
love to
It's-
see a
it's not like
Celtas
it's a
queen.
fixed, program where the big ones always win.
Yeah.
That's true,
you
Shadar.
never know
I hadn't
what's gonna
actually thought
happen.
about
I
that.
think, depending on the big monster they want
Of
to
course
take
you're
on,
gonna have the,
sometimes
armor
pack or a
skills.
herd of smaller monsters may actually have a chance of taking it down.
Oh, wow.
Especially if it was something like a Chatacabra rather than the more powerful and aggressive Doshakuma that we're dealing with right now.
So there's definitely strength in numbers then.
これね、今まで言ってないですけど、
Vigor
新しい環境
mantle
を整備
bug.
して
Yeah, how does this
回
work?
復衣虫というのがいます。
We haven't shown this before, this Vigor Mantle bug, which I've just grabbed.
今回復しましたね。フックスリンガーで取って、自分のところまで引き寄
That was
せ
free
て
health.
回復することができる、まあすごく便利な生き物です。
It's a really handy endemic life creature that you can grab with your slinger and pull it over to you for a quick heal.
Very handy in the heat of the hunt. I don't know how many times I've been chased by a monster and I haven't got time to glug a potion, so that's very handy.
回復薬飲み姫がないときには非常に使えそうな環境生物ですね。
Ooh, and what was that we just saw there with the focus strike?
今の攻撃はどういうものだったんでしょ
そうですね、これがまさにフォーカスストライクになります。傷口に対して当てると今のような特殊な突きに発
I
生
like
し
the
ます
fact that
ね。
it's
うか。
automatically
Yeah,
going
so
into your
notice the focus,
inventory, like the
strike is
parts.
something that you can use while you're in focus mode and the monster has already been wounded,
Mm.
and it lets you pull off a special attack targeting the
So you haven't got to
wounded
go
area.
around picking everything up. It
まあ
just
今
seems
み
to
たいに砥
just
石
go
を
on you.
研ぐときにもセクレットを呼べよみたいなアナウンスが出たりもしま
Just
す
gets added to your inventory. That saves so much time.
棒にしたつもりが変わってない。
Yeah, the animation of this thing really struggling to
The
fight
tutorials we've
is
got switched on for this
Horrifically
demo are
horrifically
just for showing
sad,
that, you know, you
but
can
also
get a new
insane.
secret and sharpen your weapon and change weapon. I just realized I didn't actually correctly change my second weapon, so I don't think I have the right one with me. But
It's still a ranged weapon, you know.
今回乗ったときに、乗り移りながらいろいろなところにダメージを与えているのは変わらないんですけど、弱攻撃、中攻撃、さらには武器による攻撃っていうのがいつでもできるようになってます。
so you can move around the monster just like in, for example, Monster Hunter World once you're mounted to attack different parts of its body. But as you'll have seen on the screen, you also have powerful and weaker attacks, as well as a per weapon special attack is coming up at the bottom prompt there. So you have a lot more variety in the mounted attacks you can carry on.
Absolutely, that was an absolutely brutal attack in a very satisfying way. And all of the 14 weapon types have that as well.
その特殊な攻撃はどの武器種にもついているものなん
This
です。
is
そ
just
うですね
looking
はい
honestly
集中
insane.
乗った時の、武器攻撃っていうのは全ての武器で使えます。
That's right. All 14 weapons have that special attack.
Wow. So even more options and how
I
you want
don't
to
know if he
handle
is
the
the
monster, bring
great
them down
Jaguars
quicker,
of
mount them
Wilds.
for longer.
I feel like the frog-looking thing probably
In
is.
the background, Ray Dao is completely wailing
Like the
on
the
this
really
Valhalla.
Welcome to the stream, Balahara.
pumped up frog thing, which isn't a frog, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we've got this whole 3 monster situation going on here.
Who's your Xenion?
かけるとしたら誰が勝ちますか
これダウですね、これはね。
my money's on Ray Dao.
It does look like
こうやって今回は
the monster design on these
与えた状態で
so
例えば
far
土
has
砂熊クリ
been
アした後に
crazy.
さっきのバラハラがもし逃げていなければ、HP も多少減った状態で、
Yeah, okay, the Chatacabra, the weird
Since we're
frog thing.
seamlessly traveling and doing quests in the map, even if I defeat my target, such as the Alpha Toshagama just now, if the other monsters who are in the vicinity are still hanging around and they're weakened, I don't have to.
Do you
start
think we're
over
seeing
again
the
with
full
them.
map on this,
I
by
can
the way?
just continue right on and continue to attack them. start a new quest and take them down, having the damage carried over.
And here's Chatakabra. So
Yeah, him.
how
I
many
reckon he's the
monsters have
great
we seen now
Jagras.
in this quest? Is it 4?
He's got to
この
be.
モンスターでもうモンスター4種類ぐらい出現してると思うんですけど。
そうですね、今4種類いますね。もっと出ますよ。
Of course, there are many more that could appear.
このように大体の場合こう土砂熊が勝つんですけど、ごくまれにこうチャタカブラが勝ったりもしますし、それを争ってる間にこちらがダメージを与えていくと、ある種助立ちみたいになって、土砂熊が負けたりすることを手助けすることもできたりします。
Like I said before, in most cases, the Doshagama will be able to defeat the Chatakabra just because of their relative power, but there are times when the Chatakabra manages to pull it off and defeat the Doshagama, and of course, the hunters can take advantage of the distraction and keep attacking their target, and you'll weaken Doshagama so much that you might actually help Chatakabra best in the mode.
The areas look great with the glowing effects from the bugs. Like, that's
マッ
nuts.
プも全部覆うこういう形、あとマップ自体 3D になってますよね。
So
3D
the
にな
map is 3D
な
now.
ってますし、こう全部広げることもでき危ない危ないできるし、
I love how confident he is to just
So
pause the
we've seen
game
こういう
at
ふう
certain
に
points.
外だけ。
Yeah, we're trying to show it whilst running away here, but yeah, you can see that it actually covers all the information you need in the environment.
And obviously, so we've
That
got
looks
the 3D map now.
amazing.
What was the kind of
Looks like
primary
things are
reason
moving
when
on the map in
3D
real time
on
as
this
well.
iteration or more detail?
3D 仕様にした背景は何でしょうか。
そうですね、ワールド時の古代樹の森だったり正気の谷のような階層構造が複雑なフィールドになると、自分がどこの位置にいたりだとか、モンスターがどこの位置にいたりっていうのがちょっと分かりにくい部分もありましたので、今回この 3D マップと、セクレトのオートの移動ですね、この2つによってすごく迷いにくく。
Okay, so you actually have
It's a
a
bit of a learning we had from
a
Monster
queue
Hunter
as
World,
well.
where the maps got bigger and bigger and more
if you want to just
three-dimensional
trap
and
it,
with more
which I assume is
verticality,
if you
but
want to capture
we
it.
heard from a lot of players that they're having trouble finding their way around or even getting lost while trying to find the monsters. So we
That
upgraded it
insect
back to
looks
3D.
注目
horrifying.
してもらいたいんですけど、土砂熊は、ある程度こ
I
う、
wonder if there's a big one.
バトルが進んでいきますと、
Maybe.
それこまでに、潰した古傷が、怒りによってもう一回避けて、全身がもう一回傷だらけになるような特性っていうのを持ってます。
You might notice that all the wounds that we created earlier and attacked are coming back now. This is actually special to Doshaguma. It has a feature where when it gets angry like it is now,
Shot.
it literally opens up its old wounds from the rage,
Oh, wow.
and it reopens those wounds for you to attack. So
Ooh,
it's a bit
that's
of an
cool.
opportunity for you to re-attack those areas.
So if
Do you hear that? So
successfully
when he gets
create lots of
angry,
wounds early on in the hunt, you're
he
rewarded
opens up
for
all
it
his
in the
old
latter
wounds.
stage with more damage
最初のう
opportunities.
ちに傷口がたくさんつければつけるほど後から有利になるって感じ
そうですね。
Yes, well, that was a yes or no
た
question.
だし
That's amazing.
この状態になると、ものすごくこう凶暴性も増しますので、攻撃性も増すので、そういう意味でのこう厳しさっていうのはより増しますね。
The sounds that
On the
Ray
other hand,
make,
it's gonna get a lot
yeah,
more powerful
I
and
said this
aggressive when
earlier,
it's angry,
it's-
so
you
you've
could
got
just
more
about hear
opportunity to
them,
attack, but you're gonna have a lot more
but
time
it
to respond to.
sounds
It's more dangerous
just
for
so
everyone
cool.
involved.
What are we doing there?
いけるか。
Oh, 2 for 2.
Ooh. I think with the wound mechanic and the amount of AoE damage or environmental damage you can do,
サポート今北条付近になりましたね。
it makes sense for them to have more health.
SOS フレア
Right.
使ったらっていう
It must.
サインも出たので使ってみましょうか。
So we've returned to the bounty weather condition, and we've had this. We got the option currently on to show more tutorials for first-time players, and it's suggested that we bring in some support hunters to finish off the hunt. So I'm going to follow that suggestion and fire off an SOS flare.
人が NPC が
Why can't you just have
There's some
people just
NPCs here
walking
minding
around?
their business on the map.
Gosh,
Do they
yeah,
scatter
Doshaguma
though if
doesn't
the
come
monster
barreling
comes
through right
towards
now.
them?
どうしたらグマに攻撃されないといいですね。
そうなんです
Probably
逃げ
not,
逃げてい
which
き
is
ます
why they don't want to
Don't
show
worry,
it.
they're smart enough to run away when they see it coming.
今ねファストトラベル使いましたね。
So I've just used fast travel to return to a pop-up camp.
And what does the pop-up camp allow us to do?
このキャンプでできることは何
Wait,
でしょうか
I
まあ
missed
この
that.
よう
What
に
the
装
fuck?
備を変え
What
た
did you
りだと
It doesn't come barreling through right now.
どうしたらグマ
Base
に
camp
攻撃されない
area
といいですね
9 lookout.
そうなんです逃げていきます。こういう
Don't worry, they're smart enough to run away when they see it coming.
今ねファストトラベル使いましたね。
So I've just
Pop-up
used fast travel
camps.
to return to a pop-up camp.
And what does the pop-up camp allow us to do?
This was teased in the trailer. I didn't realize it when I reacted to it, but I did see it.
物資を補給、アイテムを補給したりだとか、あと力尽きた時のリスポーンポイント、あと SOS フレアを撃った時の、AI サポートハンターが、出てくる場所にもなりますので、なるべくこのモンスターの習性に合わせて場所に先んじて置いておくと狩りの効率がすごく良くなってきますね。
So these camps will allow you to change your weapons, change your gear, stock up on items. They're also the respawn point for after you cart.
Sorry, that made me laugh. Just look in the bottom right. Where is bearing in mind this guy is obviously speaking Japanese, and we have a translator on the right side. Just watch the guy in the middle here. I get that he's probably just trying to be polite.
で場所に先んじて置いておくと狩りの効率がすごく良くなってきますね。
So these camps will allow you to change your weapons, change your...
What are you nodding at? You have no idea what he's saying. Sorry, that tickled me. I don't know why, but that...
will allow you to change your
What's he nodding at? He has no idea.
weapons, change your gear.
And you
stock
can't
up
even
on
see him
items.
nodding,
They're
so
also
why
the
is he
respawn
nodding?
point for after you cart.
Look, now he has to
They're the
turn
point
because he has no
which,
idea what's
support
said.
AI hunters will
He
actually
agrees but
counter
has
them
no
as well
idea.
when you call them in. So if you're able to place it closer to where the action is, then it could be beneficial.
So as we can see, that's one of the tactical benefits of choosing your camp carefully.
キャンプを近くに
The
置い
fuck?
ておくとそこが有利なんです
そう
ね
ですね、はい。ただし壊されたりするキャンプもあります
So
ので、
the NPCs
その
continue to
利便
fight
性
him
と
whilst you're in
安
the
全性
camp?
をこう天秤にかけながら選んでいただく形になりますね。
That's right, but the closer to the action you place your camp, the more
Maybe
at
they
risk
can't
you are of
finish
the
him.
camp being attacked by monsters,
I
because
hope they
it's a
can't
bit of a
finish him. That would be
dangerous
kind of
area, so
annoying if
Oh,
you're
you don't
right
want
back
that
at
when
camp
you try
and
and
then...
beat
convenience and risk is going to be up to the player, yeah.
Oh, wait. I completely missed. I'm fucking talking
Closer
over
to
it.
where the action is, then it could be beneficial.
So as we can see, that's one of the tactical benefits of choosing your camp carefully.
キャンプを近くに置いておくとそこが有利なんですね。
そうですね、はい。ただし壊されたりするキャンプもありますので、その利便性と安全性をこう天秤にかけながら選んでいただく形になりますね。
That's right, but the closer to the action you place your camp, the more at risk you are of the camp being attacked by monsters because it's in a bit of a dangerous area. So
Oh, you don't want that when you're
balancing
trying to chill.
convenience and risk is going to be up to the player, yeah.
Okay, so no, they weren't talking about what I thought they were talking about.
草
But
食のモンスターがたくさん群れをなすようになったりだとか、回復の3
I
つのシーンの
wonder...
ような
No, they wouldn't make the NPCs be able to finish him whilst you're in
We're
camp,
in the
surely.
plenty here, and that will change the endemic life that appears on the map. So I'm going to see if we've got more of the healing endemic life that should be around in this period.
So like to extrapolate, so choosing on what period you're hunting in, there could be more healing or less healing even, ramping up the challenge a bit.
And just different endemic life in general, I imagine. So it just could change the way the hunt plays out. That's pretty
異
cool.
常気象の時は大来光中のような攻撃的
I
な
know I've said it before, but
能
honestly,
力
the
を
UI in the top
性能を
left
持っ
looks
た生き物が多く出てきます
incredible.
し、補助機の方は回復
The
のアイ
health
テムだ
bar
った
and
り
the stamina
回復
looks
密だったり
beautiful.
そういうものが多く出るような傾向はあります。
Yeah, generally
Like it-
speaking, the
the simplicity of it.
Whenever there's going to be extreme weather and storms, like you just saw, we'll have more maybe attack-based creatures around, like the giant thunderbug we saw. Whereas the plenty period is a bit more peaceful, and it's going to have concordantly going to have some healing items or healing bugs and things like that be more around on the map.
ちょっと新しい弓の使用をお伝えしますね。今回ね、瓶がアイテムではなくなりました。
So just to introduce a new element for the bow, the coatings are no longer items.
今回この、仕掛けやゲージっていうんですけど、このゲージがあると思うんですが、このゲージを使って、
This is the same place you took him out last time.
瓶を使う。今ゲージ減りましたね。
So you can see that there's a blue gauge above where the power coating is appearing. That's the gauge that you use to refill the coatings that you're
で
using.
このゲージはもう一つこう導きのよいしょ。
Ooh, okay.
これ自体は弱いですよ。
So
で刺さったらここに対して追加ダメージ。
So I just shot a tracer arrow, and then as you saw, even though I wasn't aiming right at it, the subsequent shot aimed right for the tracer.
So you can
Nice.
do some really impressive plays with that then.
That's pretty cool.
そうですね。
I'm quite impressed with that.
上手い人だとどんどん
That's pretty neat.
つないでいきながらダメージの量を増やしていくようなプレイングもできるようになってますね。
I think if you're good with the bow, yeah, you'll be able to use those to pull off some great damage combos.
なんかサポートハンターがあんまり動いてくれないですね。今あれかな。ちなみに今回支給品も
I wonder what they show on development day 2 and 3. Obviously, we're going to watch them. Like now. but
自分のセクレットポーチに届けてくれるような仕様になってますし、時間が経つと追加の支給品が来たりもします。
Speaking of the supply items, previously you would have only been able to get them at camp, so you would have to go back to the box to get them. But since we're able to start and new quests
Oh, is he gonna
right in
capture
the
it?
map, they're actually going to be delivered directly to your sacred pods whenever you start a new quest.
Is he going to capture it?
もう一回回収もできます。
And you can
No?
pick up traps.
You know, that's good. I can't remember how many times I've put a trap in a bad place, and I'm like, oh no, I need to get another one.
Yes.
気間違えてしまうことが多い人にとっては非常に嬉しいです。
そうですね。で、ここに置くと罠に反応して、
That is
サ
a
ポートハンター、なんかサポートハンターたちも空気を読んで、
Yeah, those support hunters are also able
Wait,
to
what the
understand
fuck
that
just
you placed
happened?
the trap, and then head over there so that you can lure the monster together.
When were there two? Was that like a bug?
Toshiiguma's still putting up a big fight.
としゃくままだまだ戦い続けるんですね。
Turns out
もうね
bearded dragons
終わってるはずなんですよね。
love watching
I think
Monster
he's
Hunter.
pretty much on the ropes at this
I always
point.
wanted a bearded dragon. I used to have loads of reptiles back in my day. Used to have tons. They fight each other?
いますね。ちょっと
No.
小足玉で。
I'd love a red
So,
bearded dragon.
one
They
of
look
his
really
warriors has
fucking
shown
cool.
up here, one of his packs, so we're just going to use a large dung pod here to try and
Oh, fuck.
disperse them.
Especially in such close quarters, that would make him even more dangerous.
こういう狭い場所はなおさら危ないですね。
そうですね。土砂雲のようにちょっと今回復三つ虫が出てますね。これの豊穣期になるとこういう回
I
復
don't
系
know
の
if he just
環境
hasn't-
生物とかもすごく増えてきます。
As
Big
I
wasps
mentioned,
back,
the
which is
things like
great.
the giant vigor wasps, the healing endemic life is more common to find in the plenty period.
これも初めてかな。
Plenty period.
こ
Yeah,
の
what
ワニの
the
よう
fuck?
な
What's that all
オサ
about?
サウルスのようなガジオスというモンスタ
Is
ー
it dead?
Got a few new smaller monsters
で
there.
傷つきやすいような弾を
And I was able to
Slinger.
grab
I used to
some
have loads of,
with this slinger, and
leopard
that becomes,
geckos.
the new bleeding
And it
pod.
went to
If
snakes
you
and
use
then
that
one to
slinger and hit
lizards
a monster, it becomes easier for it to bleed.
and scorpions.
Oh, that's handy.
ちょっと
Now it's
土砂
a
雲が
dog
見といて
and
ちょっ
one
と
tortoise.
危険な
We
状
had
態
to
では
we
あ
had
るん
to
ですけど
downsize a lot of it. I think in my prime I had about 56 reptiles in
We have
one room
two
at one
Toshagami
stage,
here,
obviously in
but
different
I'm hoping that
Bavarians,
support
but yeah,
hunters have my back
that was
while
a
I sit
nutty
down for a
time.
quick meal in the field.
You know what? It's never a bad time for a snack.
食事でも取りましょうか。
Yep, let's have a meal.
今回
Yoink the
携帯
crocodile's
食料を
tooth with the
原料にして肉と魚と野菜を選ぶことができます。
So you're able
Ooh.
to choose the combination of the portable rations that you have with you, whether it be meat, vegetable, etc., to decide what meal to cook.
Ooh, those mushrooms look good.
で追加の食材っていうのは今
Oh, see, this is a cooking animation I can get
村
behind.
人から交流して得ることをしたりとか、フィールドから
Yes.
取ることによって追加の効果を得る食材っていうのを取ることができたり
I
します。
added some mushrooms and herbs here. Those kind of additional ingredients are things that you can both
Yeah,
find on the
Voldy.
map,
I used to
or
be a
perhaps
part of
exchange
a
with, and trade with NPCs to get new ingredients and
a
toppings. And by adding them to the meal, you
not a
can get
company,
different
but
combinations
I
of
guess a
effects.
community where we would
That is so tasty.
take snakes and reptiles into schools and like teach the kids
So
about them,
tasty.
let them handle them, like massive Burmese pythons and fucking just anything you can think of.
And the good news is you weren't interrupted
It was
by the
great.
monster.
It was
But I
really
assume
fun.
if you get
Definitely good for the
too
CV, if
bold
you know
with
what I
your
mean.
cooking, there could
その
be-
間は幸い邪魔されなかったんですけど、
ええ。
もしかしたら
I wonder if that's the same
あの場所で
animation
料理すると
during the
攻撃される
cooking
可能性がある
あ、もちろん。もちろんやられる可能性が
Yeah.
あります。どこでも食べれる。
Oh, there's
どこで
different
も
cooking
リスクが
anime.
ある
Nice
You
turnip.
eat
Thank you.
anywhere,
You
but
thought
she's
ahead
gonna
of me.
attack you eating anywhere, so the decision is yours.
で、今回ね、この局舎も前はスタンチを貯めるつぶてみたいなものが出てたと思うんです。今回上の方に
Who's
追
horn?
加追加ダメージが入るようなこう炸裂矢を刺すような仕様に変わってますね。
Yeah, the arc shots have also been changed up this time so that they are able to be more effective and do more damage from that style.
Great news for bowmates.
Teach you to
or those
wait at a
looking to
snake.
try it out in wilds. Hang on. This is new, isn't it, Takuda-san?
これって
えwhat's
新
new?
しい仕様ですね、今モンスターの上に
あ、そうですね。モンスターの中に入り込まず
from that
What's new?
style.
Great news for bowmains. Or those looking to try it out in wilds. Hang on. This is new, isn't it, Takuda-san?
これって at that
But no,
actual
it's not,
field,
because you
gonna
just
be
showed it
far
in the
from
developer
that.
stream. What, him standing on top
まあ
of
そう
the...
ですね、モンスターの中に入り込まずに、乗ったりすることもできますし、今みたいに、クエスト60
Sorry,
で待た
Baldy,
なくて
maybe you
も
hadn't
その
seen
ま
it, but
ま
they literally
手
just
を終わ
showed
らす
it
こ
in
と
the...
ができます。あとこう
Ooh,
いうふうに
he got shiny. He's got my kind of luck.
中に入り込まずに
Yeah,
乗
the
った
fact that
り
you can
する
actually
こともで
climb...
きますし、今みたいに
The fact that you can climb
ク
the
エスト
dead
60
is
分待たなくて
something
もその
pretty
ま
cool.
ま終わらすことができます。あとこういうふうに
Dragon's Dogma cooking cutscenes.
ディティール
It's
今み
just
たいに
live
ちっ
footage of
ちゃな
someone
リザル
cooking
ト
on
に
an
すること
island.
もできますし、ボタンを押せば大きな今まで通りのしっかり見るリザルトにすることもできるようになってます。
That's right.
Doesn't
You no
doesn't
longer
Final
pass
Fantasy have
through the
really good
monster's
cooking
body, you can
animations?
get on top of it while you're
Like,
carving.
really good.
And as you may have saw, the result screen appears as a sort of more compact notification that you can skip through without having a large screen come up. Or if you want to, you can press the correct prompt to see the detailed screen. Once
That's
you skip through
great.
that, you don't go anywhere, you're right back on the field to continue your next hunt.
And
That's
what
cool, that's
options
super
do
cool.
players have after a hunt?
Like, how good. You don't have to go straight to camp, you're not forced to. You can
そう
just
ですね、今まではこうクリアしたら
flawlessly
あの
move
フ
from
ィール
one
ド
place to
に
another.
拠点
Oh,
に戻っ
someone's
てもう
shaders
一回クエ
haven't
ストボードからリスタートでしたけど、今回はフィールドにい
haven't
る
loaded.
モンスターを、また自分で目的を見つけて
I have not
彼を
loaded
獲得でき
there.
ます。まあ、レダウに行くこともできますし、バーラハーラに行くこともできる。さらにですね、今どういう状況なのかみたいなことをマップで見ることが
There's a
できま
purple
す。
You
cycret
can, of
an
course, go
NPC is on.
back to the camp, pick up another quest on the quest board as per usual, but you don't have to. You can stay right on the field, just find monsters to hunt, or as I'm doing right now, open the map and check out the situation. It shows you the kind of areas different monsters appear in.
さっきはね、ダメージをフィールドで
Maybe. I guess if the dead monster still has a hitbox, you could, yeah, charge a charge blade off of it. I didn't even think about that.
開始するっていうこともできます。
So
Wow.
earlier we just attacked the Alpha Toshagama and it started a quest. This time I found one on the map, and as you saw, I selected the option there, and it just started a quest for me right where I'm standing.
That's rather handy.
But
Yeah, it's no longer menu
そう
craft,
ですね。
ladies and
であと
gentlemen.
モンスターの強さとかも、
Oh,
わかり
menu
ます
hunter.
追加の報酬っていうかもう、フィールドに出てるモン
They
スターについ
finally,
ては、
they've come away
発
from
生し
menu
ますの
hunter.
で、そういうことも確認してもらいながら、どのターゲットを次狙っていくかみたいなことを決めていただけます。
you can also see things like which additional rewards will be dropped by particular monsters and make that the decision-making factor for your next hunt target.
Oh, that's great, especially if you're farming for a particular weapon or a particular piece of armor.
こ
That
の
really helps.
武器、この防具を作成したくてこれが欲しくてって思った時に使える機能なんですね。
そうですね、特定の今回ね、でも僕が遊んでて思うのは、この装備が欲しいんだけれども、なんかちょっと素材がいい
Monster that is a
モンスターが
source of the
徘徊してるから
purple
ついでに買っ
ice
とこうかみたいな気
switch
持ち
axe
に
in
な
the
るのが
weapon
今まで
preview.
にない感覚です。
Yeah, it's also great where if you're already doing a different hunt target, but you find another monster who it tells you is going to have the materials you want for that armor or that weapon you've been waiting to craft. You don't have to quit the hunt you're on and then
You can
find it
literally
later.
just wow.
Keep hunting on the go, or
Ooh,
even keep hunting
underground,
it
here
while
we
you're
go.
attacking your main target. So it lets you do that a lot more seamlessly.
That's
Oh no,
awesome. There we
you
go.
motherfucker.
ですね。
Well,
Fucking blue balled me. Bastard. Okay, I think that's
what would you
day
say
one, isn't it?
Advanced
Let's go to day two. Let's go to day two. Wait, what's he got to say there?
weapon. What kind of player would enjoy using Lance?
Not me. Next weapon, next developer stream, please. So this is day two. What are you guys saying here? Stole a screamer pod off that weird bird. No Lala Barina is the charge blade with the rose aesthetic. The purple switch axe is new, different, unknown. What was that? The switch axe? What, in the weapon overview? Does it look completely different? Also, yes, I know I haven't reacted to the final three of these. I am planning to. Oh, this bad boy? I didn't even realize it looked much different. You are right, actually, yeah. These bits. And like this. Although that kind of looks like a Diablos horn, kind of. But I'm very much... like grabbing the air, honestly. Looks cool, though. Does look cool. Right. Next one. Where is it? There it is. So this is Dev Stream 2. I doubt... Is it still on this big stage? Are we still going to have the... When does it start? Fuck me, when does it start? There it is.
Okay. Hey Leute,
Oh,
geht's euch
bigger
gut?
turnout today. Look how many people are there. Much bigger turnout.
Bisschen Lärm bitte machen, jetzt wird's richtig geil auf der Bühne. Jetzt kommt hier nämlich gleich die gesamte...
Never mind, can't understand anything. There he is, he's back. Has he changed his hair colour? Doesn't look like it. Giant ice scorpion? That would be cool.
And we also have with us Patrick today, who will be translating for us. Ryozo-san, how are you feeling today?
I'm convinced that blue streak in his hair is spray. I'm convinced. Because it's similar to what...
I'm really glad to see such a big crowd today. It makes me relieved that the game is
So,
actually
for
popular.
those of you that missed it, hold on, camera's fucked.
The queues have been incredible.
No.
That's thanks to all of you,
There we
our
go.
amazing community.
I reckon it's stuff like that.
Thank you so much. So, gentlemen, if you'd like to make
know
yourselves
what I mean?
comfortable.
I reckon he uses that on the daily.
So whilst
It's like a
everyone
silver
sits
spray.
down, we'll be diving into the Windward Plains, which is the first locale
I reckon that's
that
what
you
he
will
uses. There's
experience
no way
in
he's
Monster
dyed
Hunter
his hair.
Wilds. Now, what we'll encounter, who knows? We'll find out soon. But please join us for some hunting action. Now, during that time, Monster Hunter Wilds director Yuya Takuda will be focused on, and you'll see a little bit of action.
Do you think they're going to play across different consoles, like PlayStation, Xbox, and PC? What do you think?
From the rest of us as well, but you're in very, very safe hands.
OK 大丈夫です。
No, they're all play. Are they PlayStation
よろしくお
controls?
願いします。
They are all
Right.
PlayStation
Hey.
controls.
We're all
Okay.
wired up.
Yep, let's hunt.
はい、人狩り行こうぜ。
はい
All one console. Okay.
これね、昨日はね、マルチがね、
So,
トラブルでできなかったんですよね。今日はできるはず。
ドキドキしてます。今日は祈っといてください。動く。一応動く。
so Takuda-san, what weapon are you feeling today?
今日はどの武器にしましょうか、徳田さん。
まあ、マルチプレイ初めてなんで、デフォルトで持ってるグレートソードとライトボウガンでいますかね。
It's
I'm
still my
gonna
blind
go
making
for
noise.
the great sword today, and as my secondary weapon, I'm going to choose the light bowgun.
Ah, some
Okay,
classic
great
choices.
sword.
You love to see it. Now, I
Any
have a
charge
question
blade?
that
Ooh.
I don't think we'll be surprised by the answer, but Ryozo-san, what weapon are you feeling today?
良三さん、答えはもう想像でき
Do
る
we
んで
get
すけど、
snake
どの
wyverns?
武器
Me
にしますか？
Me
ハ
too,
ンマー
Jared will be
実は
sick.
The hammer, of course.
これ
The hammer?
名前
Okay.
とキャラが違
Great
う
sword, hammer.
映ってるの。
ちょっとここ拾えてないです。
Two behemoths.
名前とキャラが画面違うかも。
はい。
キャラと名前が違う。
あ、はい。
Wonder how the crowd would react if they all
The,
just used great sword, you know what I mean?
names might be the wrong screens, but
I don't think it matters if the names are on the wrong screens, surely that does not. That doesn't destroy my viewing experience. I'm sure it doesn't for you guys, right? Wow, that
there
is
are actually
flawless
two
though,
quests
isn't it?
available at Gamescom today. One of them more focused on introducing the story, and one of them where we're going to be hunting the Doshagama. That's the one we'll be going on today, right?
Absolutely, yes. So we're going to be
Fuck me,
going
look how many
after
people
Doshiguma.
are watching
However,
this
there are
today.
more
What, did they
monsters
just
that
not
we
turn up
prowling through the locale, so we might get
yesterday?
some uninvited guests. Now also, we've asked what Takuda-san is using and what Ryozo-san is using, but what is Fujioka-san using in this hunt?
はい、藤岡さんの武器種はいかがでしょうか？
ランスです。
The lance. What else?
Oh, straight to the point. And for those wondering, I'll be using the sword and shield, my bread and butter since the 3U days.
Stick
Okay.
with what Brunye, right?
Some cool
Stick
weapons
with
there.
what Brunye.
Oh yeah, stick with what we know.
I'd be interested to see the hammer and the sword and
Now,
shield.
as many of you might know or might not know, in Monster Hunter Wilds, for the first time in a Monster Hunter game, you can bring two weapons into the hunt and swap
Oh,
between
yeah, we
them.
can see what the female
simply
armor
by
looks like as
riding on your
well.
mount, the Sacred.
Even though it's supposedly the same, does it look the same?
お伝えしたんですけど、今回、装備の性別差を、
That's a pretty cool armor set in the bottom
ジェ
left.
ンダーフリーで選ぶことが装備の
Almost looks like a Keizu.
You might be able to see here on my screen that
Like
I'm able to
scarf bit,
choose
right?
any kind of armor I
Kind
want
of?
for my character, regardless of their gender
I'm pretty
setting,
sure it's
so
from the
armor is now
frog
totally
thing,
gender
but-
free.
もう一点いいのかな。
It's awesome to see that this is a first for the Monster Hunter series, and the community reaction has been incredible.
Yeah, but she didn't.
Since Takuda-san revealed that in
The female
yesterday's
character
stream.
didn't put on any of the heavy stuff, did she not? So you can actually see it.
And talking of firsts as well, obviously we confirmed not too long ago that Monster Hunter Wilds has full cross-platform play as well.
Wait, it wasn't the same stats before? I thought it was just the look. I thought the stats stayed the same.
Anyone in between to explore the world of Wilds.
いいかな。行きますよ。
どうぞ。
いいですか？
奇襲攻撃決めてくださいよ。
いいの？
奇襲攻撃してって。
いいの？
奇襲攻撃してね。
奇襲攻撃？ちょっと待ってね。
いいよ。
今のところ見てる。
This is very disorientating. Good lord. Isn't it just?
今のところ見てます。
Takuda-san, what we see is
Oh, mix and match look, yeah.
Is this part of the new herd feature in Monster Hunter Wilds?
Cross-platform, yeah.
一匹じゃない様子
Yeah,
で
it'd be
すけ
sick.
ど、これはワイルズの新様子ですか？
はい、まあ今回群れを、表現する、ことをやっていってまして、ただ今たまたまですかもしれませんけど、群れから分離できましたね。
Yeah, you'll see that they appear in packs or herds in the game now. You can have more than one of the same monster together at the same time. So we now need to separate our alpha target from the rest of the pack.
So they're after the Doshiguma again, which is
We just had
fine.
a power clash.
It's obviously with multiplayer, which is
How does
fine.
a power clash occur?
つばぜり合いはどういう状況で発生するんで
Because
す
this
か？
is new. We haven't seen the multiplayer side of it.
で特定のモンスターの攻撃をガードすると
Dudes in dresses, girls in full clad metal, and people are mad. Monster Hunter is going woke.
普通のガードでも発生します。
So if you're using a
Well,
weapon that has a guard function,
I'm not
that
being
will happen
funny.
Whenever you guard with just the right timing in certain
I think the
situations.
world's
So there's more skill expression for
changed
players
massively.
depending on when they guard now, not just the fact
So,
that they can guard.
I guess you kind of. What the fuck? Where that
I
monster
think
go?
we're all using the new Mount Sacred there to keep up to speed with Doshiguma. And it looks like we have a mount on there. I think Fujioka-san is on top of Doshiguma.
誰か乗ってる？
藤岡さん乗ってます。
That is
Yeah,
cool.
he's got right on there.
I'm going to switch to my weapon and give some range support.
特訓この乗りの状態の説明を。
まあ今回ワールドのように、ジャンプの攻撃
Yeah, more variety and more clothes we definitely get behind. But yeah, I think the world itself has like changed so massively. How it's changed, we're not going to get into it, but I think a lot of games, a lot of movies, a lot of everything sort of goes with the times, right? And this is just the time we're living in, you know what I mean? You can't fight it. Just got to accept it. Anyone that tries to fight it, you're just going to wear yourselves out, you know what I mean? And there's no use, because the world's not going to listen to you.
Each weapon has a unique finishing move as well at the end of a mount.
ナイス。
Only options are miniskirts and bikini. See, this is what I was saying. I don't know if you heard me turn it or if you're in the stream when I said it. But I was going to make a female character in Rise and probably World. But I didn't because I wouldn't have got the full experience of what the armor looks like. Like I want to look badass in that armor. So the fact that we can do it on here, sick. Definitely going female character in Wilds if that's the case.
So we're in danger, basically. So as I said, Doshiguma's on the move again. Obviously, Monster Hunter Wilds, the locales are absolutely massive, giving you great opportunities to explore and new ways to kind of track and engage with the monster.
まあこのようにモンスター移動してもセクレトに乗れば自動的に追いかけてくれます。
I'm on my sacred mount at the minute, and I'm using the auto feature that's going to have it track the monster for me and find it for me.
おお来た。
So Takuda-san, I've
That's how it
noticed
should be in
the
any
weather's
game,
just
to be honest.
changed.
Like, the
What's going
armor
on
should
there?
just look like the armor. It shouldn't look completely different on a different character, do you know what I mean?
そうですね。各フィールドには、異常気象が発生する。今回は発生して気候がどんどん変化していく設計になっていまして、この隔ての砂原では、雷を伴った砂嵐。
We still don't know what that huge destroyed circle is that seems to attract all of the lightning.
It gets into a more sort of violent, chaotic phase, and this will have various effects on the gameplay.
どなたかが 肥やし玉を打ちまくってるとかないですか？
Looks like someone's been throwing those dung pods around, so
I wondered what the smell was. And of course, this lightning isn't just for show either. This can cause damage to monsters and hunters, I believe.
この
That's
雷
cool.
はただの演出ではなく、ダメージが食らえるものなんですね、モンスターもハンターも。
そうですね、ダメージ入ります。
Yeah, it's pretty dangerous. It's damaging.
I feel like Wilds could very easily bring every monster from World. Because all you really need to do is change the
We have a
look
nice surround
to
on
keep up with the
Doshiguma here.
times, but even then, like, they'd still fit in beautifully. And I imagine it's quite an easy feat for them to do. Obviously, I guess the biome needs to match, but I mean, if we get Namiel back, insane. I don't think they'll bring back Nergigante. I can't see it somehow. I also don't think we see Fatalis.
I feel in safe hands with Fujioka-san and his lance.
Or
in front of
Elatrion.
Doshiguma.
Makes you feel safe.
It does behind that big strong wall of the lance.
I think we see Kieran.
ガードしてくれてると、こちらは非常に安心感があるということです。
Radoban and Odo Garen. That's true. You could see Nagi? How could you see it, Terrible? Explain. I think he... don't get me wrong, I think he fits in the game. He fits in Wilds perfectly. I just don't know if they would bring him back. Do you know what I mean?
Oh.
Or you think he's going to come back with like a new Wilds theme? Are we going to have to take on Arch-Tempered Nergigante again?
今使ったスリンガーの弾は特殊なものだったんですか？
まあこれはモンスターを連れていく。
I think he's having difficulty talking while hunting.
Are we going to
but
see
it's
Zinogre?
the luring pod. You can
I'd
see,
love to see Zinogre in Wilds. And the
he's able to
lightning,
actually
it makes
lure and
sense.
have a little
But,
light beam indicate
will we?
the monster he's currently taking with him.
Well, no, the lightning doesn't make
It's a great
sense
way to
because
draw
obviously
aggro
he gets all
if
his
you're playing with your friends and you're using
power
a
from the
shielded
bugs, but
weapon, or
still, you know what I
something
mean.
like the longsword, you can temporarily draw the monster's aggro and engage with it.
That's cool. So two players or a player could like take the aggro of one monster away.
Have them take each other on and do some damage on your behalf.
So it's
You
about
could do
hunting
some
smart.
mass hunting as a group of 4. Like mass hunting. Like if you're able to lure all the monsters, like get a monster week and then lure them all into like a climax in the middle, and then you just all reap the rewards from 4 monsters. Lagiacrus, huh? The thing is, with Gammoth, I feel like the whole community has been so vocal. That is the one monster that everyone's been so vocal about. And as you guys mentioned, Capcom listened to the community,
Tokuro-san is bringing a new
so why have they not brought it back? Like, what's stopping them from bringing him back? Especially if we get a giant snowy biome, which is a similar size to this biome, and we're going to get a snowy biome. Like, it's, you know, there's no way we're not going to get one, but with Gammoth you need Tigrex, which again, good addition. Yeah, I think going by the size of what Doshiguma, what we saw in day 1 with Doshiguma, the size of that corpse and the size of how big he was, I think it is. I think we're the closest we could ever be to getting Gammoth back. That Lance player needs to chill out.
They're having a quick discussion of the fact that he's taking on Radar instead of the target monster.
Oh, I've got them out. So I'm going to bring it down now with the special mounted finisher, which is unique
Yeah.
to each weapon.
Makes you wonder what the high rank's going to look like, what the master rank's going to look like.
Oh, he stayed up. He's making me work for that knockdown.
I wonder, do you think we see any of the Rise monsters returns? Like the new Rise monsters?
レーダーどこまでやりますか？
How long are we going to keep doing this?
Do you think we see them glorious high def?
レーダーをいつまでやんの？いや
Or not?
Shall we try and take it down?
Let's give it a go. Should we do it? Should we go for Raid Dow, everyone? I think we should. Yeah.
やっぱ最後まで勝ってほしいと感じる。
And the crowd went mid. Not that you can really hear them over this, but yeah, the sound effects of Ray Dow are
I think
insane.
I'll pop a live powder, get everyone looking healthy again.
No, I definitely can't see Magmarlo appearing. Isn't his whole thing like he primarily feeds off of the Rampage, essentially? He's like using it as a food source, in a way. Goss Harag. What, a Goss Harag and a Gammoth Turf War, could you imagine?
セクレトはある程度の攻撃力の攻撃まで自動で回避してくれるので
Yeah, the Sacred is actually able to dodge attacks a certain number of times for you whenever you mount onto it, so Tokuda-san was able to
To be
climb
fair,
on
it is
there,
a
hopefully
it is a
avoid
demo,
little bit of
Volby.
damage.
I wouldn't
When under pressure,
I wouldn't go
get
too
Sacred to help you out.
in depth with the UI.
どっか行った。
I think we're off to
It
a
didn't
good
work
start.
yesterday for whatever reason, so they managed to get it working for day 2. So
ハンマーの人がめっちゃ追いかけていくんやけど。
How far are we going to chase this? Also, I see some kind of hammer guy here chasing it to the ends of the earth.
ほら言うてる。どっち読んの？
Ryozo-san is
完全
saying,
デザイン。
he's doing an anime stream as he
Oh,
fights
yeah.
with the hammer.
It's the hammer way, isn't it?
Well,
When
we-
you're leading the charge at the head of the monster, which is
we'll all
arguably
have
the most
wet
dangerous
dreams about
part.
Gammoth returning.
Go all in.
You can have that one. That can be just for you. I would be so surprised if they don't bring back Gammoth. They do have everything they need to bring it back.
ただし今すごく大きな攻撃を放ったと
I felt like Gammoth would have actually worked quite well in Rise. It would have been a lot smaller, but I think it would have worked.
So we can
Especially the
try and
look
spot a
of
weak point
Gammoth, like,
here after it does a big
kind of
blast,
fit
and
Rise quite good,
its
quite
fist
well.
gonna get a little red, and that's a good place to aim for
Oh, fantastic. So
after the big roar.
さあ
やばい。あ危な。
The Carcos? If you bring the Carcos in, that would insinuate there being bones and rotting, which could also mean
Ryozo-san's question.
Radaban and Odogaron. Which, I mean, it could be. It's kind of, it's a sequel to Worlds, right? In a sense. I don't know how joint those two games are going to be, or if they are seen as just completely different to one another. Different in the fact of the world and the characters, etc. Or if there'll be little Easter eggs where maybe the people mention, you know, the team that's in the ancient forest, etc.
強い。やばそう。よいしょ。
Maybe we get brand
I think
new
we're in focus
The
mode
Admiral's
here.
guns
We're not listening to color commentary.
in glorious next gen.
レダウの雷の攻撃で砂が草に当たって燃えてます。
It's gonna look great in high HDR, by the way. I can't
You
wait to
can
play
see
this.
that one of the effects of its attack is that it's actually causing this brushy glass to burn up around us.
He got hit hard, poor Jono.
あれ誰かおらんなったで。
Now it's personal, Raidal. Now it's personal.
はいかわいいね
Someone's gone back to camp. Someone's fucked off.
一番近くの一時キャンプにリスポーンします。
はいはい。
So you respawn from the closest quick camp that you've set nearby, the closest port.
Oh, did he die?
So
Wait.
would it be wise to say if you're going to be hunting a particularly difficult monster
Did he
to
die?
place a camp
あれ誰か
あれ誰かそう。よいしょ。
Because you can't see his health,
I think
annoyingly,
we're in
but
focus mode here.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
We're not listening to color commentary.
I nearly got us
桜井
taken
だっ
out
たり
there.
レダウの雷の攻撃で砂が
so we got hit there probably quite hard.
草が燃えてる。
So you can see that one of the
Going for a
effects
big
of this
hammer
attack is
attack.
actually causing this
Oh, I
spicy
see.
gas to burn up around us.
Yeah, he got incinerated. Holy fuck.
Now it's personal, Raydal. Now it's personal.
はい可愛いね
That alpha sure packs a punch. I love these voice lines. It just feels so much
you
more
respawn from the closest
connected.
camp that you've set nearby, the closest portable camp.
So would it be wise to say, if you're going to be hunting a particularly difficult monster, to place a camp in the general vicinity just in case you can't?
どうすんの？
単位キャンプは近くに設置した方が有利ということでしょうか。
そうですね、狩猟対象になるモンスターの行動域を見定めて、そこに近いところに立てる方が便利ではあります。ただ壊される危険な場所もありますので、
Love to fight Malzeno in
スプリン
Wilds.
ター考えながら選択してもらえれば。
It is convenient to set your camp up close to the action, but it's also a bit of a risky strategy because that's going to be a location where the monsters might actually be able to.
Yeah, I don't know if I see Malzeno.
attack
Malzeno
you,
does
destroy
feel
your
out of
camp,
place.
so you're going to need to decide the balance between distance and safety.
So your camp can be destroyed. So yeah.
There's a sapphire star insignia and came
You don't
from
want to
the
be
new
having a
world
nice
to help us
meal,
out.
and then the
Okay.
Doshiguma just comes crashing through your tent.
Yeah, if you watched the stream yesterday, you know that he almost barely escaped
That's
cooking
cool.
alive. Yeah.
So we should see some stuff.
Perfect timing.
Yeah, so there'll be some connections there. That's really cool. Oh, yeah, let's change the camera angle. You see how? Oh, no. What's Ryozo's top right camera angle when he realizes there's a bugged mob? Just he's
Barely
like, what?
escaped cooking alive. Yeah.
He's running, enjoying the camera angle. Look at everything this game has to offer. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's a bugged monster. Fuck. Switch. Don't look at that. It's a demo, it's to be expected. Someone's fucking cooking cabbage.
結構豊かな感じ焼いてるね
Or is it lettuce?
料理作ってるね強川
Oh, someone's really
So
enjoying
you
the
can see on
fucking...
his part of the screen, the Fujioka-san is just taking the time out for a nice meal on the sidelines. While Ryozon Tokuda-san take on the target monster.
It's never a
His
bad
team
time for a
admiral
tasty
pops up
treat.
and punches a Rajan. Just swings all 6 of them.
そろそろ帰りましょうか。
行きましょうか。
Someone's fucking fishing.
なんかしだしてる。
何してんの？
We're not going to catch any fish with the mount in the water.
Sounds like something's about to happen here.
A spot of fishing by the
Yeah.
looks of it.
今回釣りが餌じゃなくてルアーを選んで、ルアーを動かして釣るのに変わってます。
はい、もう一回お願いします。もう一回お願いします。
今回釣りが
Team
餌を
weapon
選ぶんじゃなく
confirmed.
てルアーを選んで、ルアーを動かして魚を釣る形に変わってます。
So in Monster Hunter Wilds, you're not going to be choosing bait to put on the end of your hook, but actually different lures. So it's a bit of a different fishing system.
Oh. Fantastic news for the fishing
釣
enthusiasts.
れた釣れましたよ
Love a fishing
That applause was for
rod
the
weapon.
fish, not for the monster.
I'm surprised they haven't brought in a fishing rod skin for, like, the longsword. That's really the only one that makes sense.
シャグマのとこ。
Ryozo is asking, hey, where are you guys? I need to join you now.
Oh, you know, just a casual bit of hunting.
Well, at a time like this, you can use the auto feature of the Sacred to reach the target target for hunt, right?
Nice, so controller's down.
この水辺にしびれガスガエルいますよ。
Just letting it auto run. That's on Ryozo's screen.
Tokuda-san is looking like he's considering setting up something here.
これ近くにあるもの。十字ボタンで簡単に選ぶことができます。
So yeah, he's taking a look and getting ready to set up this paratoad, which is one of the endemic life traps.
Everyone loves a paratoad in Monster Hunter.
And you saw he was able to, well, I don't think his hands were on screen, but he was able to use the D-pad there to quickly adjust his camera angle.
罠とかするいらんまだいい
I think the paratoad's too far away. Don't think we're gonna get it. Thanks for joining, Voldy. Appreciate you. Yeah, I'm still playing through Wukong, so I'm trying to stay away from spoilers and stuff.
罠して爆弾にしようか。
40 hours in, that's good. I'm glad it's not a 15-hour game. That makes me happy.
Oh yes, that's a good idea. Where's the trap? I'm on my way.
こっち。
誰が罠
こっちこっち。
Oh,
罠回収することもでき
oh,
ます
that's a scary view.
ちょっと一回
Oh yes, we're good.
Oh
we're
no,
good.
the
Right,
trap was
Josh,
fine, the
come
trap was
again.
fine.
They've
しまった。
Oh no, they
picked up
moved
the
it.
trap again
Oh no,
to
no,
try and
no.
reset it, yeah.
I changed my mind.
So pros and cons to being able to pick up the trap. Someone might pick it up too early. There we go. Was that a pitfall? It must have been. Barrel bombs going off. Nice.
やりよった
Really nice. That was a nice looking explosion as
ここ
well.
でやればよかったな。
You guys gonna let
Yeah,
it
maybe
sleep?
this was a
Please
little
let it
too
sleep.
early to be
みんなで投げようか。
bombing the monster a bit,
No, he's
a
about
bit
to sleep. Just fucking leave
early
him.
in the hunt, and it didn't finish him
What are you
off.
doing?
Oh,
Let's do it again.
next time, next time.
みんなで投げよ
Let's do it together, everyone.
みんな投げんの
Everyone, grab a bomb.
う。外すか。
Missed.
He's fucking rolling them?
どういうことやねんなんやそれ
Holy fuck.
おーいじゃね
You couldn't do that previously, right? That's new.
危ないですね
こういう時はセクレタリーに乗ってもらってね。
Ryozo said he's going to rely on his sacred here to get him get him out of immediate danger, because things are getting dangerous as the monster gets more angry.
It looks like are we trapped with Doshiguma or is Doshiguma trapped with us?
The health is massive when it's 4 players as well, isn't it? Like it scales, right?
えおーやばい
Imagine if Wilds had status files for Charge Blade.
It's looking
Ooh.
promising.
That would definitely be insane, but also sounds a little... I don't know, is it overpowered? I don't know. It's an idea I can get behind. They might do.
そろそ
Do
ろ
we don't have a release date for this yet, do we?
はい
Ryozo said he's thinking that we should be getting pretty close to the end here.
I was gonna say Doshiguma
Yeah,
can't
I
have
should
much
hope
fuel
so.
left in the
Fuck
tank.
me. Also, graphically, all the hair follicles on Gammoth. I think that might break all of
What
our
I've seen there on my screen with
consoles
the,
and
quick
PCs.
select items, new to Monster Hunter Wilds is optimal health recovery. Takuda-san, how does optimal health recovery work?
Optimal health recovery.
最適のオプション、どういうシーロになってるんでしょうか。最適回復というオプションが追加されてるみたいですけど。
カスタムショートカットに自分の体力がちょっとしか減ってなければ、ポーションだったり応急薬
No release date, just 2025. Yeah.
でたくさん減っていれば
I wonder when we'll get a release date.
これ
Everybody better carve this. I'm going to be very unhappy if not everybody carves it. You could get some insane group pictures with this.
You can climb on top whenever you're carving.
Yeah, everybody's carving. Thank
He
Christ.
just explained that the optimal health recovery chooses the most
Beast gem,
appropriate
well done.
health item that you have for the situation, so you don't need to waste a mega potion anymore whenever you only have a little bit of health down.
あとクエストをすぐに長押ししてくださいこの
So
Nice.
everyone's going to press and hold the touchpad here, and you'll notice that
This is
the end
looking
quest immediately
amazing.
option has come up.
りょうさん藤岡さんタッチパッド長押し
あしたよあれ
So now that all 4 players
Use your
have
item wheel
done
and select
that
heal. Your
quest
hunter will use
immediately,
the
that's
appropriate
it.
healing item.
It's all done, and they're going to stay on the
Ooh,
map.
okay, that's
Now,
pretty
I've
cool.
noticed that we've not gone back to camp, and
Does
this
that
must
also
be
work
part
with
of the
like
seamless
ancient
gameplay of Monster Hunter
potions?
Wilds. So what are our next options?
Ancient potion?
まあ
Yeah,
キャンプに
ancient
戻らないで
potions
今
and
シーム
like
レスにフィールドにいるんですけど、次どうすればいいんでしょうか
other things? Like, could it be that
何をするのもプレイヤー
probably
の
not with
自由
meat,
になり
but
ます。マップ見てもらって、
you know what I mean?
ダメージを与えてクエスト化しましたけど、この中から
I am
例えば
tempted, man.
このバーラハラを
I am really tempted to go Charge Blade, I'll
It's
be
completely
honest.
up to you. We started the quest just now with the
But I
Alpha
feel like I
Dragon
need to
by
try like
attacking
a
it on the
different...
field,
There's
and
no
it
reason
started the
why
quest,
I need
but
to try a different
here I've
weapon
just
each
opened the
game.
map, find
but-
my target monster, and I've chosen the post-quest option, and now
I am
another quest
tempted.
has started immediately.
The fact we can
honestly,
choose
like,
2
I've got
weapons, I
Sacred just
might.
automatically track in, but at any moment, I can just veer off and take control. And then if I want to have a drink or a snack, I can press up, and we're back on the auto track.
これ皆さん同じクエスト受注。あ、なんか環境生物
I think if I was to go Charge Blade, I'd have to
ちょっと僕の画面を
ditch... Not that we're... I don't know, I'm going to have to wait until we jump into the game, to be honest.
Taking another time out to look at the beautifully detailed endemic life of this region.
どっか行った。
He's doing some bird watching to add to his fishing exploits.
Ryozo-san, would it be true to say that during different periods,
But I am
the
very tempted.
locale environment that will
There are
see
certain
different
games,
endemic life?
certain weapons I'm just never going to
あ、
use.
来た来た来た来た。
Like the lance. The gun lads kind of takes my fancy, but again, not much.
あの鳥は
Great sword I probably won't use again after Rise.
ならないと現れなくて、補助機になると渡ってきて、ああいう
Insect Blade, Charge Blade, Hunting
Exactly.
Horn,
So you can see those migratory birds. They actually only appear during
and
the
hammer,
bountiful period
and
of
dual
this
daggers
particular
actually, or
map.
dual
So
blades.
depending on
Yeah.
the conditions, the creatures you see might change.
More plentiful flora brings with it more methods for recovery.
まあ、餌あげる。
探してますね。
He's looking at just
You can
eggs.
see that there's a parent coming back with food to feed their young.
Oh, there's chicks in there.
Very nice.
ジョーさん以外はもうバーラハラ行ってますけどね。
Meanwhile, the rest of the team are taking on the monster called Balahara.
Another monster for us here.
Yeah, how does this fight go?
Oh, I've managed to get a mount in as well.
Does Balahara count as a snake wyvern? I guess not, right?
We also said, is it okay if we hunt Balahara? And Fujiko's reaction is, what do you mean, is it okay? We're doing it already.
Is a Leviathan? That makes sense.
So already
That
we
makes
can
a lot
see
more
that
sense.
Balahara's movement is so different to Toshiguma. Even using the environment to its advantage
That's
or
cool.
disadvantage, as the case may be.
That's so cool. I wonder, with all the sand, it makes sense to have Diablos in this game, right? Like, surely. Surely.
Looks like we have a couple of wounds to take advantage of as well.
Both variants. Standard Diablos and the black one.
海竜の骨格、海竜種の骨格を持ったモンスターです。
Not variants, I'm pretty sure. Isn't the black one the female? Or the male?
地中と地上の地上に
Gotta be one of them.
攻撃を仕掛けます。
You can see due to the different body structure of the Balahara compared to the Doshagama that we were just fighting that it uses its long sort of lizard
Sick of
snake-like
Diablos.
body to wrap around its prey.
Controversial,
and
but it does
squeeze
hold
them and
the
attack them,
best
and
Charge
even, as you
Blade
mentioned, does
stats.
it on the environment too.
あ、終わった。
Hey.
ごめんなさい、デモ版なんで時間で終わ
What,
る。
did they run out of time?
This is the demo version, so we timed out automatically.
Wow, that was some good hunting. Now, I think everyone's going to have a different highlight from that hunt, judging by some of the extracurricular activities we saw. So we'll start, Takuda-san, what was your highlight from that hunt?
ちょっと皆さんそれぞれの今のハンティングのハイライトを聞きたいと思いますけど、まず徳田さんから。
まあまず昨日は
His Japanese is really good.
できなかったので、今
I
回
know he's a translator, but
皆さんにお届けできたことがまず本当に嬉しいです。
To be honest,
female
I'm just glad
Diablos in heat,
multiplayer
so
was
she's
working
horny.
today, because yesterday we had some difficulties and I had to
Quite
play single
literally.
player. So my highlight was we successfully had a multiplayer hunt.
Absolutely. I mean, it's great to showcase the game to the community. And moving on to Ryozo-san, who was quite
Yeah,
busy
same,
during that
terrible,
hunt.
same.
What was your highlight?
Look at the crowd turnout though. I don't know what happened on day one, but everybody's here for day two.
Fishing.
No one gave a fuck for day one.
Fair play, fair play. And to Fujioka-san, the same question. What was your highlight?
はい、同じ質問です。
僕は食事
Eating food.
So tasty.
上手に焼けました。
Now I've got a couple more questions, and these ones are sourced from the community. So shout out
Oh,
to those
here we
that are
go.
sending us questions before games
I
come.
bet a lot of these they can't
So,
answer.
Takuda-san,
Or
there
they
are many new
picked
aspects in
them,
Monster Hunter Wilds, such as focus
you know,
mode.
so
How
that
did focus mode come to
they
be,
have to
and how
answer.
does it improve the hunting experience?
コミュニティの方から集めている質問になりますが、フォーカスモードという新規要素はどのようなコンセプトで実装されて、どのような
Don't get me wrong,
ゲームプレイの影響が
Monoblos would also be pretty cool.
え
They would be very, very cool. A welcome addition.
角度と距離を合わせて、正確なアクションを繰り出さないと、攻撃が当たらない。
Do you think these are actually community questions, or do you think these are questions that they've, you know, had prepared, but they're going to call them community questions? Because this question sounds like a loaded one, do you know what I mean?
攻撃を当てやすくするようなアシストするような機能としてまず実装しています。
So focus mode has been added because as an action game, one of the most important things in Monster Hunter is positioning and being able to line up and angle your attacks correctly. And using the focus mode, you'll be able to hold the trigger and more directly target your
Do you
attacks exactly
think
where you want them to go.
The translator is actually into video games, or do you think he's literally just there as a translator and actually has no idea what he's talking? I know he's just translating, but actually has no idea what any of this means. That would be quite funny. But doesn't even know what he's looking at. He's like, what the fuck is all this? I don't understand. Just randomly says a word and the crowd goes nuts, and he's like, oh, that must have been good.
集中モードの時しかできない集中弱点攻撃各武器種入っていますのでそれを繰り出すことで大ダメージとリアクションを引き出してくれる仕様になってます。
It's also a great tool for more experienced hunters who are used to already trying to target specific parts of the monster's body, for example, to get a part break. Well, now you can use this to not only do that more precisely, but you may have seen when we were hunting.
Also, those headsets are
wounds on the monster were forming and opening up and kind of glowing. If you use the focus mode to attack those wounds specifically,
fairly old,
there's actually
right?
a special attack that you can use on each weapon that only happens in that mode. So, regardless of your skill level, it's a great addition to the Monster Hunter toolset.
Fantastic, something for everyone. Okay, and the next question is for Fujioka-san. So this is quite good considering what your highlight was. The community really loves how much detail is put into food preparation in Monster Hunter games. What importance does this hold in Monster Hunter Wilds?
まあちょうど食事を楽しんでいただいたところで質問をもらっていますが、モンスターハンターは昔から食事の演出が非常に詳細で楽しいゲームですけど。
They always seem to have like a really good head of hair, the Japanese, don't they? There's not a single bit of receding hairline to be seen anywhere. Rio told us for that OP Ice Charge blade. See, you're talking my language. Also, this couch looks old as fuck, does it not? Does that not look like the oldest couch you've ever seen?
キャンプ飯というか、限られた食材でいかにこう美味しそうなものを作るかみたいなところはすごいこだわって。
Kind of matches that guy's jeans.
まだまだ実はこれ紹介できてないいろんな食事の要素まだありまして、まあ今後の情報を楽しみにしておいてもらえるといいかなと思ってます。
Yeah, as you said, food and how we make it look so delicious or so tasty is one of the things we've had ever since the very first Monster Hunter. And, you know, everyone on the team, including myself, we love food, we love eating, and we love trying to bring across that joy
isn't
of eating into
food
the game.
and
The different concept this time, though,
the
is,
act of
as you'll have seen
eating
from the seamless
quite
gameplay experience,
prominent
you
in
don't go back to
Japan,
the
though?
camp at
Like,
the end of the quest necessarily, so you don't have that big
it's a
facility
big
with
thing,
lots
right?
of,
I'm
you
pretty
know,
sure.
Malicos making the food for you, and
Or is it just Capcom?
any ingredients they want. It's more of a solo camper's experience, kind of like whenever you go out camping by yourself and you have a limited amount of food with you and you have a portable setup in order to make it.
Japanese, late? So you speak Japanese, don't it?
What can I make at any given time out in the field with what I have on me? We haven't really been able to show the details
My
of
hair
that
is
yet, but I'm
luxurious.
sure
It's
everyone's gonna
basically
look
magic.
forward to see more details on
That's
the food
cool.
system.
That's a
Watch
really
this
badass
space,
saying,
watch
by
this
the way.
space. No,
Our
that's
hair is so
fantastic, and that
luxurious,
wraps
it's
up the
basically
first part
magic.
of today's stream. we'll be back in 15 minutes with Takuda-san for some more Monster Hunter Wilds gameplay over in our streaming booth. So those watching live, you'll be able to tune in.
The Japanese
you
don't
might not
eat
hear us
ever.
too easy out here though, so thank you so much for joining us.
I don't
But
think
once
that's.
again, I'd like to say a huge thank you to Monster Hunter Wilds producer.
Not sure what that's based off of. I'd love to go to Japan. I'd be so worried I'd accidentally offend someone though. Because at least in the UK, you're kind of told to take courses before you visit Japan to make sure you don't offend people.
And of course, we have to do a cheeky little plug here. If you liked what you've seen today, you can support Monster Hunter Wilds ahead of launch in 2025 by wishlisting the game on Steam and PSN. And also, I mean, I know you've all got Monster Hunter right here in front of us, you wonderful people. But those watching at home, Monster Hunter World and Iceborne are currently on sale on PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam with a huge discount, as well as Monster Hunter Rise and Sunbreak
Wonder how
on
much
those
it is.
same platforms and Nintendo
No, I'm
Switch.
born and raised
So if you've not joined the hunt yet and you liked what you saw, you can join the Monster Hunter
I
community.
can barely translate.
for
Fine, fair enough.
Very little at all right now, so do jump in. But other than that,
Okay,
thank you so
what
much for
is
watching.
if
Thank
this
you
is
to
the
our
same
incredible
in the nicest way
Choosing
possible?
from preset appearances, but the full game has a really detailed character creator. You can go so far as to have
Wait,
multiple
isn't
different
this
shades of hair color.
this is the same
it's
from
really
yesterday,
detailed.
is it not?
I'm loving the presets alone, but yeah, it's great to know that.
This is the
They'll end up
exact same
getting
as
stuck
yesterday.
Right into it. Even almost woke him up there, but yeah. Ichi-ni-san.
I'm not going to watch this bit. I don't think we need to see this.
Map. You want to go?
I'd rather go to developer free. I think that's going to be better to choose and go from, right? Day 3, okay. Have you ever seen a Japan person eat, Zell? Wait a minute. You might be onto something here. Rise World and GU are hella on sale. $10. American, so that's probably like a $5 in the UK. Shit. Wait, was it playing? It was playing. What's day 3 got in store then? Please, for the love of God, be something different. As much as this, you know, seeing the Doshiguma being hunted 3 times and one of them being in multiplayer really gets my loins going. There has to be something else here, please. Please. I don't think I can watch it again. We will watch it again, but just in case there's other stuff.
Eine Legende in der internationalen Monster Hunter Szene und wird gleich dann noch die Entwickler
Yeah,
und
Day
Producer
3 is
hier
popping
rausbringen
as
von
well.
Monster Hunter, von der
Day
Monster Hunter
3 is
Serie und
popping.
von Monster Hunter Wilds. Also bitte einen großen Applaus jetzt hier für Jono.
Oh no.
Hey, how's it going, man?
I'm so convinced he's going to change his hair colour every stream.
It's like being a Gunlance main right now in this smoke.
Yes.
Wow.
Have fun, Jono.
Nice one. Good job, Jono. Way to get the crowd going there.
Yeah, thank you for
The
the wonderful
Gunlance.
welcome. My name's Jono. I'm one of the community managers on Monster Hunter, and today is day 3 of our
Sorry,
Monster
Jono.
Hunter Wilds
Something bigger
Games
happened in the
on Stage
background.
show.
I'm so sorry
Now,
about
of course, some of you may know, but I have with me today an elite team of hunters who you'll probably recognize. So without further ado, please allow me to introduce Monster Hunter Wilds producer Ryozo Sugimoto.
that. Good job on whoever put that graphic up. Just standing in the smoke.
And we also have with us today Monster Hunter Wilds Executive Director and Art Director Kename Fujioka.
What is this,
and
WWE?
Monster
What's with the
Hunter
smoke?
Director Yuya Takuda.
They're going to be pyro?
So Ryozo-san, how are you feeling today?
洋蔵さん、どういうお気持ちですか今？
いや、久しぶりに5年ぶりにゲームズコに来てこの熱気を見れて本当に嬉しいです。
I feel like those
It's been about 5 years
crowd
since I
reactions
last
aren't
got a
for
chance
them. I
to
feel
come
like
to
there's
Germany,
something
so
else
I'm really
going on.
excited to be here with everybody.
Awesome. Now, as you know,
You
there's
can't-
a bit of noise in the hall today, but we're
Oh.
Monster Hunters. So tell me, are there any hunters in the crowd today? That's good, but I know we can do master rank level noise. Are there any hunters in the audience? Yeah! That's the stuff, gentlemen.
Yeah, way
Make
to
your
show the
choice
other
on the
people
board.
who's
Now,
boss.
for those of you that might not be too familiar with Monster Hunter, you've come to the right place. So, Monster Hunter
I wanna know where they
Wilds
got
is the
these
next
couches.
mainline Monster Hunter title
They feel
launching
like
in 2025.
look like
And coming
they've
with it is a
seen
deep,
infinite amounts of ass. Do you know what I mean? Infinite amounts. More than any of us will get in our lifetime, people.
Crossplay is confirmed for
Maybe we all
Monster
just need to be a
Hunter
little bit more
Wilds.
couch.
Oh yes, I like you. I like you a lot. So no matter where you choose to play, you can.
What do you mean,
Jono?
Jono? She's underage.
So yeah, we're super excited about that. Now,
Right, can
I
we...
think I've spoken enough.
No, I will listen to
You're
it.
here to see some
We'll
Hunt
listen
in
to it.
action, and we are here to deliver. So after I take a seat, Monster Hunter Wilds director Yu Takuda will be leading the charge in the Windward Plains. So let's get started.
Oh, you don't say. I can only guess what you're hunting. Could it possibly be it?
So we're just
Where's the music
choosing,
coming from?
From the template and the demo build here, of course. For the full launch, as you know, in Monster Hunter, customization is a huge part of the game. So there'll be a full customization suite for you to create your hunter and
Could you
Palico
imagine?
buddy.
Demo's so broken that fucking
He accidentally chose the
Devil
same
Joe just runs on the scene. They're like, no, no, you weren't meant to see
A
that.
popular choice.
God damn it.
I feel like I'm the odd one out with my Palico.
Let's go
Low,
with the same
low
thing,
rank white Fatalis.
companion.
Just has like a broken wing and 2 fingers.
So here we are at base camp. Tokuda-san, what weapon are you fancying today?
Yeah, let's go for something completely different here, guys. Let's be.
そうですね、今日は
Ooh, that Palico armor
サポート中心に弓と狩猟笛とかにしましょうかね。
looks heavy
I
as
think I'm
hell.
going to focus on more of a support role today, so I'm going to go for the bow and the hunting horn.
Oh!
Okay,
I think the screen names it.
bow and hunting horn.
多分両蔵さんと
Keith
藤岡
just
さんは
guns you to
同じだ
death,
と
yeah.
思うんで。
いや、わからんよ。
We're asking which weapon types the other two are going to use. Will it be the same as usual?
よし、今日は僕はハンマーを使います。
Today I'm going to make a big change and I'm going to go with the hammer.
I am surprised. I am surprised. Okay, so Ryoza-san, you've gone for the hammer.
Okay.
And one more time, what's your second
Anyone going to use a charge blade? There is possibly a gun lance on Takuda, or is that the bow? No, that is the bow. Bow and hunting horn. Okay.
今日はね、武器
You
の
don't leave an
結び目
imprint on those
が
couches. They do. I reckon they
本当は
change
製
you.
品版では両方ハンマーにするんですけど、
Probably not for the better, honestly.
1つしか持てないので、デモ版は。なんでまあ何でも大丈夫なんですけど、まあ体験ぐらいどうせ使わないですけど。
To be honest, I don't really
If I was
care
on
what the second
stage
one is
there,
because I'm
I
gonna
would not
focus
be
on
able
the
to make.
And in the full
Because I'm
game,
quite
I
a
can
clean
actually
freak,
have two
I
different
feel
hammers
like
in my slots, and that's what I intend
I
to
would
do.
just be a massive meme of me every now and then just eyeing the couch, being like, fuck, I can't sit on this, man. I'll be honest with you. I'm going to have to do the demo standing up. It's not happening
A
yet.
good choice.
So we're going to see the hunting horn in action, which is different, is good.
ついてきてくださいよ。
いいよ。ついていくよ。
今、誘導玉使いました。
その赤い
Someone's going through their controls. I don't know why.
そっちに追っかけてきてくれるってことね。
そうですね。みんなついてきてる？
You can see that there was a red line effect appearing on Tokuda-san's screen.
Yeah.
That means he's used a luring pod with his slinger, and he's drawing the monster to where he wants to bring it for the hunt.
So not only can you use
Okay.
that to draw a monster to a specific location, but if you're playing a multiplayer...
Using the hammer for his primary and for his secondary.
今、土砂熊が落ちていって。
So who has the hunting horn? It's Takuda, right?
あれ、辻本さん、何してんの？あ、落ちた。辻本さん、辻本さん。
俺が落とされた。
嘘でしょ。
Unfortunately, Ryozo appears to have fallen into the sand trap
最
himself.
後、あ、助けた方がいいと。あ、辻本さんおらんやん。
おい。
辻本さんお
Oh
らんな
shit!
と思った。
Jono's underneath the map.
He's become stuck underneath
俺が
the
落とされ
sand
てるやん。
pits.
Meanwhile, I managed to get...
おらんなって思って。
They're like, no, Jono. People weren't meant to see this. They're not meant to. Underneath there isn't.
You have managed to find the monster.
The shaders aren't.
止まった？
止まった。
これは。
ちょっと待って。
It's all part of the fun of doing it live. Thank you for your patience, everyone.
もう一回やろ
Please bear with us
Oh,
while the
that's
staff get on
embarrassing.
stage and help us try and get the game running again.
Who thinks that was planned?
But yeah, so the quest we're playing today is actually quest
Where he
2.
drops down
So for
into
those in
the
audience,
underground bit, and they're like,
quest 2
no,
is
for the
our
love of God.
multiplayer experience
And then
where
they
you'll be
crashed it.
playing the same scenario that we've been
They're like,
doing.
for God's sake,
And on the other side, we have quest 1,
the shaders aren't
which
ready.
showcases the
There's
deep narrative-driven story that we're bringing to you
Electrion's
with
down there. For
Monster
the love of
Hunter
God, come back
Wilds.
up.
So depending on what you fancy, like if you're new to Monster Hunter, I'd highly recommend quest 1. But if you've got a couple of hunts under your belt, quest 2 is definitely the one to go for. Now, quick question. What is the best
Hunting
weapon in
horn
Monster
crashed a
Hunter?
bit.
Let me know. Insect blade, longsword,
Insect blade?
dual blades. Oh, look at that.
So there was no clear answer.
What do we think about the hammer? Yay!
What do you think about the gun lance?
Ah!
Not so many, I don't think.
What do we think about the sword and shield? Oh, hey! You left me hanging right there. I was sweating for a moment.
I thought they were going to boo for a second.
I actually thought there was going to be dead silence.
What an awesome community we have, though. Thank you so much.
For God's sake, someone say something. Keep them entertained.
There we go.
Ryozo promises not to fall into a sand pit this time, so maybe it's for the best.
I think it was a sand pit.
That's true. Maybe we'll see some more fishing. Who knows? Or inconvenient cooking.
画面変えてもらっていいよ。
Okay.
They're like, no, the crowd's dispersing, for the love of God. Is that a Palico hat? Turnip, look, they have a Palico hat. That seems like a bit of you, but I could also be wrong.
はい、飛ばして大丈夫です。画面、これ一回喋ったじゃない。こういうテキストとかは
I don't recognize any of these people. I would have thought there would have been maybe a couple of Monster Hunter creators.
So skippable cutscenes are confirmed.
Skippable
We get lots of new information over the last
Not that
3 days.
we'll ever use that feature, I don't think.
ここ3日間でいろんなディテールについて触れてもらってますね。良三さんは今回はどの武器種にしますか？
ハンマーです。
I thought I'd give it a go and ask him which weapon he's choosing this time, but can you guess the answer?
Hammer.
Correct.
Does he just use the hammer?
今回何回ハンマーって言った
How many times have you said hammer on this stage?
I assume he's a massive hammer fan, is he?
よし、みんなちゃんとやるでこれ。
Okay, guys, let's do it right this time.
もうクエスト化しますよ。
オッケーオッケー行こう
Like Jono, for fuck's sake, don't drop into that zone. There's secrets down there. They cannot be seen. Rurikan and other creators were in line to play hands-on at the stations.
So was that the sneak attack for the bow we saw there?
That's cool. I bet he had a lot to say about it. Better use the gun lance as well.
He's super focused.
Oh yeah, so yeah, there we go. Just like our focus mode.
As we always say, it's difficult to play and talk and show the game off at the same time.
Absolutely.
I mean, so far it's been pretty flawless. Like, there's not many. There's the odd glitch and the odd little bug, but it's not crazy.
Is it is actually a herd monster. So normally when you encounter this monster, it's not on its own. It's got some buddies with it, bringing with it a new challenge for you to overcome as hunters.
さっきバールハー
The
ダー
dragon
の
who
ユー
uses
ザー
the
作った場所に
sandpits.
今いませんね。このようにモンスターの生態行動によって、
No, don't go down there.
場所が変わったりします。
So you may notice that the
Unsold-
which we're creating a sand trap
Unsold
last
versions
time,
of Monster Hunter
they're no
now
longer
is
there.
down
It's
there.
not exactly the same
It's where we keep all the
situation. So
spares.
It's just an example of how this is really a living ecosystem and it's unpredictable as to what's going to happen in any given hunt.
So it's a surprise
All of the
every
in-game
time, even for the team here
transactions,
who have
they're-
probably played a fair
they're-
bit.
Tokura-san just opened the map there and you can see that he's able to check out where the
Oh,
Balahara
never mind.
are on the map if he
I
wants
just
to maybe
saw
lure them
the
and lure
Doshiguma
the monsters into a trap, and it looks like
teleport.
he's just about managed it.
Teleporting Doshiguma
So
confirmed,
the
ladies and
environment
gents.
is not only
You know what's going on.
potentially dangerous to the hunter, but to the monsters as well.
Well, Ryozo-san just proved that for us.
Yeah, that's true. Right, we can go down there again.
Very old build of the game.
Doshiguma.
Oh, really? So why are they showing this at Gamescom, especially after releasing the new... It's strange to me that the trailer we got for Monster Hunter Wilds at Gamescom was so insane, especially with the new monster and the new locale. Yet they're kind of demoing
Oh, I heard that crunch.
this, which we've seen in a lot of trailers and a lot of weapon overviews and a lot of different bits and bobs already. Almost to the point of where you kind of wonder, is there anything else? Which there obviously is going to be everything else that was confirmed in the trailer. But it would have been nice to see possibly them fight the new monster, or even just a smidge of the new zone.
This is a hunting party and everyone is invited.
Yeah, it looks like we also have this.
Especially across 3 days, right? You'd kind of think they'd have something new planned
There's a monster mash.
over each day. Like, I kind of get day one being a single player experience, not by design.
This is quite the situation we find ourselves in.
But they wanted to do multiplayer on day 1, day 2, and clearly day 3. So it just would have been the same thing?
At a time like this, you can use the new large dung pod to try and clear
It's
away
where the
those,
frontier monsters are trapped.
that are getting involved in the scrap who aren't your target.
So you can isolate a specific monster so that you're not getting attacked every which way.
I'm not sure how I feel about the lance thrusting at the rear quarters of these animals, by the way. There's something, like the first couple of times I've seen it, and I've stayed quiet. But there seems to be an awful lot of poking at the rear end, which... Oh no, Ryozo's going to show us the secret zone. Like, no, don't go in there. For God's sake, you're going to crash the game. This Fury is under there.
The Doshakama has actually fallen over here in the sand due to the scenery.
So the sand itself can actually cause trips on the monster?
Exactly. They can get, they can stumble on the scenery, and that can cause them to fall over, which is a chance for you to attack them.
Which explains
I
why
might
you
put
could have
that
brought it to the
in my
specific
Tinder
area to
bio.
make it easier for us.
Stumbles on the scenery. My whole life I've been stumbling on the
I managed
scenery.
to mount. So we mentioned before that in Monster Hunter Wilds, there's more than one attack you can do on a mount, right, Takura-san?
徳田さん乗った状態で確かに攻撃の種類は増えてるんですね。
What kind of zones?
今まではナイフ攻撃しかできなかったですけど、ナイフにより強い攻撃と武器による攻撃が
I think you definitely need a desert zone and you need a forest zone, which they put in, which is great. We need a snowy zone. We need a big snow zone. We need to bring back the Barioth and Gammoth. What other zones?
I'm not really doing anything at the minute, am I? Where are you? Get over here.
I think they did the whole rotting zone really well in World. That would be quite cool to see again. But I don't know how it fits in this world without the Coral Highlands or similar variants.
Meanwhile, we've seen a weather change. What's happened here, Takura-san?
It would be cool to see what other kind of zones, like a really tranquil zone, like really heavy vegetation. Like no real clear path, it's been overgrown, like very, very green, very tropical climate with the odd oasis and like maybe deep lake or something that you could actually swim under.
Wild and violent weather, it's very dangerous. You're going to find that each map,
And there's like an underwater like cavern system.
It happens on a sort of
That could be quite cool.
And each of the different conditions has a different effect on the map.
So that can affect not just the large monsters, but the endemic life and available materials.
At the hunting horn? There it is. Can we just watch the hunter? See? Why are we going for the ass again? That hunting horn being a fucking... What is that? Trombone? Is that meant to be a trombone? No, not a trombone. What is it? It's not a trumpet. It's not a trombone. It's something, but that looks great.
And also what I've just done on the sword and shield there. So I believe, is there a
Saxophone.
reward for
That's what I was
timing
after.
a block in Monster Hunter Wilds, Takura-san?
Interesting that you both said that. Underground bioluminescent. Underground zone for the glowing mushrooms. Well, clearly a lot of the community are on the same page.
つばぜり合いが発生します。ジャストガードの方がつばぜり合いが発生しやすいですね。
What kind of monster could you have under there, though? Namiel, for one. Or would it be Namiel? Yeah, no, Namiel would fit in an underground bioluminescent. Keizu. The red one, the red Keizu. I know it's not Keizu, it's called something else, but I can't remember what it's called, and I think it's just Frontier, isn't it? Who else? I feel like the one from Coral Highlands, I can't remember its name for the life of me, but the sort of walking raptor that was able to take pictures, or not take pictures, but you know, like flashed its, was it antenna? Flashed something. Flashed me pretty good. You know what I'm talking about. Who else though? Titsia, that's the one I'm after. That's the one I'm after. Turnip, Cunning Clutch.
もはやサポート役じゃなくなったんですね。
いやサポート役の役割は十分に担えるんですけど、プラスしてうまく立ち回っていけばダメージも望めるような設計に
And some like new beasties. I don't know. Can't think of any designs as to what they could look like.
Oh wow! So more damage, more dudes. Wow! Sounds like a great time to try hunting.
Giganox, that's who I'm thinking of.
ごめんなさい。俺のが落ちちゃいました。
Unfortunately, it looks like Ryozo-san has dropped out of the hunt, but the rest of the other three.
What a fucking liberties. What do you think's to blame though? The old demo or something else?
Let's do it again, shall we? Once we get a chance.
They can do it again?
At this rate,
No.
Ryozo's never going to get a chance to go fishing.
I know. We must have the
Fuck me,
Ryozo-san
world's
fishing
longest
trip.
hunt. Horn, longsword, dual blaze. They're all nice.
塩戸さんなんかどこにいたんですか
While we have a moment to catch up, Ryozo,
Is it genuine the hunting
where
horn?
exactly were
It's
you
spec-
during this hunt?
いらないことをたくさんしようとして
He was off
Can't be
doing
the hunting
completely
horn.
unrelated things. He wasn't even taking part in
Can
the
it
team,
be?
so-
Well, you know, it's good to
まあ
see
若干イメー
there's
ジ
many
通りにいかなかった
hunters on a hunt. You can hunt the monster or do many, many other random activities.
By the way, I am very impressed at the fact that everybody there is staying after 2 crashes, and the fact this is the 3rd day, and it's the same.
上げ直したらまた手動部位ですかそれとも変えますか
ちょっと変えましょう早く討伐しなければいけないので
Yeah, let's change it. You know, it's a chance to change it up, and also we only have a certain amount of time on the stage today, and we really want to try and slay this monster if we can. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
That's possibly why he's changed it.
いやーじゃあ
Well, variety is the spice of the hunt, as they say.
He did change it.
Shall I go for the hammer?
That's a good question.
ちょっとキャラ変えよう
Probably the buffs. If it's an old demo, then probably the buffs and the
Because I was gonna
new,
take the chance to change his,
like,
preset
on the
character
floor animations.
ね
It's probably only built for a certain purpose, so yeah, maybe.
I might go with the lance. I might go with the hammer.
You might be onto something there. You really could be onto
Can
something.
you please hurry up and join us this time, though?
Which could also be why they're not
You know what
showing
I've been forgetting to
the
eat,
insect glaive
which is,
and
you
the
know,
charge
a bit of a
blade
cardinal sin
or
when
the switch
you're going out
axe.
onto a challenging quest.
Because it's more pixels, I guess, especially from the elemental side of it. That's why they're not showing more basic weapons, bar the... Not basic weapons, but you know what I mean.
よし早速行こ
Horn's too strong.
誰かジョの 料理し始めてる。
ショーのうまそうなの食べてるな。
Looks like Jono, you've decided, as you said, to take the chance to eat before the hunt. That looks
Yeah.
pretty delicious.
It looks incredible, and also I
Have they
believe I've
ever
got some
done,
ingredients that have buffed my attack.
like player
So if we're gonna be
duels
taking on
or like
Doshiguma, I wanted to make
a
sure I
Monster
hit a
Hunter
little bit
game
harder.
where there is an online mode? Not like player versus player en masse, but where you could duel another player in an arena. So you could put Hunting Horn up against Charged Blade, or Gun Lance up against Lance, or you know, stuff like that.
みんな来てますか？
Have they ever done that?
Okay, is everyone together this time?
You're right, it's not Charged Blade, it's better. Ah, see.
Doshiguma, there's 4 of us this time.
I do like the design of the Hunting Horn, but I haven't played it, so I gotta stay strong on the Charged Blade side turnip, I gotta be honest. Wilds could possibly change my mind, though.
あ、お願いします。
Shall I throw a jump bomb? Yes, please.
I do want to play the Charged Blade in Wilds.
だよ今言ったで
Ooh, what was that? Was that like crystallized rock that we just saw in the background there? What is this? Is this a waterfall or is it like a crystal formation?
おやすみさ。
It's all glittery.
だよ
Pretty
今
cool.
言ったで
I think it's just a waterfall.
Yeah, I just told you I was going to do that. You know, it's difficult to catch these guys quick back and forth conversation, so
Communication is key in the hunt.
yeah,
Yeah.
we would need 2 more translators to get everything, so.
Translator's pissed. Translator's throwing shade. It's like I don't even like games.
Managed to get the mount in there to buy some time for
You're
the
all talking at once.
Nice.
I've made a wound now, and I'm going to go for a draw finisher. And we have a nice damage window now.
Okay. That's interesting. I feel like it would be cool to have, especially with the fact we have all these beautiful looking arenas. And like, don't tell me hunters don't spar each other to practice their skills, you know what I mean?
Big sweep attack there.
It'd be pretty cool to see what 2 players against each other with potions, health, talismans, fucking everything. And just seeing what crazy shit people could pull off, especially in like a PvP setting, just like 1v1. I'm not talking like en masse team deathmatch, you know what I mean?
So
But
as you can see on Takuda-san's screen, it's really easy to transition between being in the hunt and to our new 3D map.
yeah, but even as like
Monster
a
Hunter
light
Wilds,
spar,
you
like,
really
you know, you go
reposition
down to
or
1
get
health
an
and your
idea of
character just
surroundings.
falls onto his knees, and there's a nice little animation of them clapping and shaking hands or something, you know what I mean? Like a show of
Listen, Sam,
respect.
Are you around? Yeah, I just got back.
ちょっと誘導してもいい？
いらんこと
This thing would be quite cool.
Can I do the luring ball? Hey, don't do anything we don't need right now, okay?
今回
That could be really cool to see.
選択肢があるならやめて
使わな使ってからにしましょう。
If you have any other choices, don't do that right now.
こうやっちゃった。
I think if I ever like
なんで
had the money to do it, I'd love to get animators
Old hunting
on
friends
board,
constantly on.
just as like a fan project, but do like a mini 5 to 10 minute movie series where there are like a full animated player versus player on different weapons.
So, you know, when in doubt, Sacred's
That'd
got
be
your
pretty
back.
cool.
ここにはキャンプがあるから。
Yeah.
で、
いやいやいや
Real no, he's
お
actually
い上がってきた上がってきた。
he's luring the monster up to our pop-up camp, which may not be
That is
so
true. That is also true. The size of the weapon, yeah, that actually makes a lot more sense.
痛い痛い痛い。
I guess they're not designed for humans, are they?
ちょっと一回入りましょうか。
I'm sure that bear cloth is strong enough to hold back a
うわ壊された。
He broke the camp.
That's cool. He tried to get away in the camp and it broke it. That was flawless.
Is that what you wanted?
No loading screen as well? That's nuts.
めっちゃ狭い。
This is quite a tight spot to be
That was-
continuing the hunts.
Yeah, then that power clash there really put my back against the wall.
見えへん見えへん。
もう俺の役目終わったぞ。
違うやろ
I've done my part.
My job here is done.
さんとってくれ
Didn't do anything.
お前の役目はスタン取ることや
Well, I guess it'd be a good excuse to find another camp location, should the need arise.
It's interesting that they've all, although they've got like really cool looking weapons from the weapon overview trailer, it's interesting that they've gone for pretty basic looking weapons. Just in design, not in the use of them.
Takura-san, what did we just see there?
That was a focus attack, I believe. Was it not? Oh, here we go.
The others are connected. Yeah, to be honest, I didn't catch all the moves he said he did, but they sounded pretty good.
So that is a new longsword move.
Didn't catch all the moves he said he did. So the only thing that matters for a Monster Hunter fan watching this is knowing what moves he did, and you can't translate it. Longsword Helmbreaker now has a follow-up finisher part. Uh-oh. Wireless controller disconnected. I predict a crash. Crash? Sound about lightning.
So the inclemency period has returned now. So not only do we have to watch out for Toshiguma, but also the lightning strikes.
Chatakabra left the locale, okay.
So I've quickly swapped to the light bowgun, and I'm going to try and apply a paralysis so the team can get a big damage window.
To be fair, this is my first time probably watching a demo for a new game I'm excited about, so maybe a lot of the demos are like this. I don't expect them to explore everything, because obviously there's got to be secrets for the player and there's got to be exploration for the player. Would have been...
It looks like Takura-san was looking on his map there and find something new to bring into the fight.
You know what, I'm sure it's something that's going to definitely help us and not be any danger to our well-being.
I like how the translator just does not translate what he just said. He said enough. He's like, look, this is day 3, man. I can't be doing this all day. A very simple gear, but Rice had all the funky weapon overview stuff.
Okay to just keep doing what we're doing here. Takura-san said, yep, it's all part of the plan.
Oh, no, not now, Toshiguma.
When do we think this will release? I'm thinking it's going to be around May next year. May, June time next year. And then it'll be another year until we get an expansion or something onto it. That whirl attack, holy shit, look at the hammer. Oh, it's kind of anticlimax. I guess March. Right before the end of Capcom's fiscal year. Is it? That makes sense. So what you're saying is Capcom is avoiding tax. You put that on the record, yeah? That's what you're saying.
In the meantime, it looks like Takura-san's engaged in something of a different battle.
Yes.
I've realised a lot of the time, because a lot of the time I'm recording or streaming now, that I'm constantly have an energy drink in hand. And I've realised actually how much I'm drinking of it. So I've gone with a Stanley full of just H2O, pure water. And I don't think I've actually drunken just water on its own since I was a child, I'll be honest with you. It's always been some kind of juice or like a Robinson's mixture or something. I think the closest I've gotten to water in 20 years is vodka.
Oh my goodness.
That doesn't mean I drank vodka at the age of 8, by the way.
This is a shocking development.
Yeah.
ちょっと待って
俺昨日レダウにやられたからちょっとリベンジしよう。
We also,
Have they released it?
started yesterday.
またやりだした
Because I had looked for it previously, and it was what was it? It was
リベンジリベンジ。
どっちよ
like fan renditions, or it was someone had taken it from like a trailer and tried to piece it together. It didn't quite work. It's on YouTube. Yes, then. Yeah, I mean, I might even record it, not tonight, but probably tomorrow. I'll record it tomorrow and get it out tomorrow, shall I? Let's do that. But I've also got to get the next locations theme tier list and the arena tier list out, because I'm trying to jump into the frontier tier lists,
So for those wondering,
because I have
Radau is a thunder-based monster.
Galaxy chasing me on it. But it's been a long time. I have slacked on the tier lists. The official one is now on YouTube. Ooh.
お前やろ
Yes, please. Yeah, if you drop it into the reaction tab on Discord, Turnip, that'd be great. I can catch that tomorrow.
Go where the hunt needs me. Where should we go?
To be fair, I think a couple of days ago a video was recommended to me, which was like, what was the title? It wasn't the guy who normally does reactions to music, but it was like Opera Singer Cries, some new Monster Hunter Wilds theme.
徳田さんとこに
I didn't click on it because it sounded bait to me, but I also thought we hadn't had a release for a genuine version of Monster Hunter Wilds theme. So
なんか危ないよ
And he was stocking up supplies to come back into the hunt.
危ない
yeah, slap it in there, man.
死ぬやばいやばいやばい
You'll forgive me if I don't translate
Yeah, right.
stream of no.
やばいあー危ねうわ死ぬ
I'll get the life powders.
やばいちょっとやばいよちょっとやばいちょっとやばい
Marco Meatball.
It's alright, it's alright. I got this, I got this.
あ、移動した。
It looks like it's on the move.
いやーやるのこのまま
Yeah, I think I clicked on to his channel because I wondered if he did other Monster Hunter theme reactions or stuff like that
It is actually
when that video was
possible to
recommended to
defeat
me,
Radau
but it seemed like a lot of podcasty stuff or other bits and bobs. I'm sure he has done, but
Is anyone in the audience?
yeah, I didn't actually watch that video because I thought it was just, I didn't think it was a genuine Monster Hunter Wilds theme. So that's interesting, that's cool. And if he's an opera singer, then he knows music way better than I do.
杉本さん
OK。
僕のコントローラーがもう悲鳴を上げてます
どさくば行こうか。
Tokuda-san feels like he's going to break his controller in half. He's gripping it.
やばいやばい危ねえどうすんの今どうなった
今はね、
Angry Japanese
会議中。
always just sounds so funny to me. I don't know why.
Also, just having a bit of a one-man strategy meeting over here.
To be fair, anger in any other language but English sounds absolutely hilarious.
いやでも今スタントしてるよ。
Tokuda-san used fast travel here.
Which
again.
is an interesting,
Come back to a
interesting
different section of the map.
concept.
And he's going to use that to get himself
Pretty
closer to
legit.
the original target of the hunt.
Don't think I ever heard of him before until that video was recommended to me.
Let's go for the Alpha the Shagama, guys.
皆さん
We're on our way.
It's elemental vials. It's got to, right?
So if I press up on the D-pad as well, I can get Sacred to just go to that waypoint, and at any moment, I can just go back to manual. and
It would
then
be
when I
pretty
want to
cool
go
if you
back
could
to
somehow
automatic,
like
it's that
forge
easy. So the choice is
a
yours
charge
how you
blade or a
travel on
hunting
your Sacred.
horn, which is like 50-50, like half of one monster and half of another,
You can also use
with like a really funky design, and it kind of, it's not as powerful as like, you don't get the full effect on both, but it's like split 50-50, you know what I mean?
許してくれたと言って
From Software games too? Okay. To be fair, there's a lot of opera in the From Software games, isn't there? So that's fair.
Absolutely.
じゃあ行きましょう、どちらからね。
行こ
今ねちょっと変なところ入っちゃったんですよ。ここでやる？
Yeah, to be fair, actually, there's not. I don't actually watch any Monster Hunter creators. I kind of stay away from it because I don't want to hear a spoiler or find out something I shouldn't yet, or you know what I mean.
砂に来てください。
I should really. I should watch some other people's stuff, but Monster Hunter specifically, I just never have. I don't know why. Oh, what's his name? The one who does. Oh God, where's it? The duck guy. Am I right in thinking it's the duck guy, the one who does like memes of it? Those were pretty good.
あそこ画面か。4画面から。
Star Fury, welcome back, buddy.
まあでも
To be honest with you, you join us on day 3 of the exact same hunt.
傾斜の方ですね。
And a couple of game crashes. The highlights on this character creation looks insane.
Ray Dow, oh not Ray Dow, even Doshiguma is continuing to put up a big fight for us as well.
じゃあ本気で倒しましょうこれ。
No, that's a lie. That's a lie, actually. I have watched other Monster Hunter creators because I've watched guides when I've tried to try a new weapon. Like I watched loads of Arex when I was doing Charge Blade, and I think I watched him with the Greatsword as well for Rise.
ジョーさん何して？ああ傾斜。
Actually, that's a complete crock of shit. I'd have watched other Monster Hunter creators.
やばい。
What's he doing?
あや。
What is he doing? I watched him already. I'll be honest, I am impressed.
Poison on there, Doshiguma there.
I am impressed. I'm liking what I see. Everything about it looks amazing. Like really, really cool. That's a beautiful oasis down there as well. Holy shit. It would be nice to see a little bit more of the map.
Another mount here.
Just like some slight different areas. Again, I know they want to save exploration for the player. But just a little bit more.
And I'm going to try and draw out
I
the
think
mount
because
a
we've
bit longer
been,
here, so
you know,
my hunting
force-fed
party
so
can do a bit
much in
more
regards
damage
to the
while we
weapon
wait for the
overview
distraction.
trailers and the trailers that had come out before Gamescom was all around this one area and
I think
all
that's enough time
around
to bring Doshiguma down a bit.
up until recently 3 monsters. Like, yeah, the Apex is cool. Very, very cool. And every time they bring it in, I'm in shock and awe. It's a sick-looking monster. I'm just gonna hope there be something, because this is what? This is going to be the last... Yeah, they're not going to get a Gamescom probably before release. I highly doubt. So... Yeah, we saw that tap boy. It was nuts.
Fujoka-san also just asked, it looks like he's getting
Does look a bit like a Stalos, doesn't it? Does look a lot like a Stalos. It's like a Stalos, Seragios, and a little bit of Gormagala mixed in. Bombs.
I think so, I think so.
Who the fuck placed one by the head?
That's pretty close place to put it, but okay.
Well, no, do a charge. Please do a charge attack on it. Do something crazy.
いいですか？
ちょっと待って、俺も任せて。
Ready?
何？あー何誰？
もう時間ないから。
Man, people are gonna troll with that so hard, aren't they?
We're running out of time though.
ああ、も
We
う
must
いいや。
press on.
Running out of time. What, the demo's running out of time? Or the...
Since we did have some hardware problems, I'm being told that we're going to extend the hunt a little longer than the previous streams to give ourselves a little bit more of a chance here.
ジョーさんあそこのキャンプ壊させちゃったから。
Okay.
使われへんのじゃないですか。
あれ使われへん。
あいける。
There would have been another sand trap, but unfortunately Rozo fell into it earlier and it's gone, so the situation has changed.
Accidents happen, I suppose.
修理してくれたかな。壊れてもね修理できるので。
This also does feel like a good map for Seragios, to be honest.
使いました。
Rage Gaming is a good Monster Hunter creator. His buddy Cotton Dinosaur starts off as a noob and experiences everything Crash. That's pretty cool. It sounds similar to me. Very similar to me.
もうでもそろそろですね。
行きますね。
T-Com and Shark, actually, I've watched them. Love them.
あー行きたいな。
単発の小屋玉の方使います。
I think Saragios would. It feels like it belongs here. Do you know what I mean?
もう一回罠しようか。
Why does everybody go for the fact that the head's meant to be the weakest spot? I get that it's the most dangerous, but everybody just seems to have a thing for the rear, man. Everybody. I don't know if that just says a lot about us as a community, but fuck.
罠張った。
I placed the trap.
いいな、爆弾俺も
Steve
ない。
coming back in these days? Yeah.
I haven't got any bombs. I think they're all out.
ない。
ない。
Come on, Hammer, do your thing. Do something crazy.
ない。
Yes, yes. Something crazy.
ダメージ
What's that? Good for Zinoga, Tigrex, Steve, Estelos, maybe Rathalos. Yep, Rathian, definitely. Zinoga, do you think though?
いや
I see where you're going with Zinoga,
ー、い
but
やいやいやいや。
I made that mistake.
いやいやい
Well,
や
Zinoga doesn't get his power from lightning, does he? It's the bugs. Which I guess maybe the
Well, that was
bugs?
a tough one.
No, I don't think they get it from lightning either.
Yeah, Doshiguma really made us work for those calves.
Just,
ご苦労様でした。
お疲れ様でした。
はい。ちょっとトラブルもあったけど、なんとかクリアできた。
We had a few bits of trouble happen along the way, but we got there in the end, and that's all that counts.
Well, teamwork makes the dream work, and you know, the journey is part of the ending.
Looks like the
はい
monster
はい、あれ
dropped
さあ。
what did it drop? A secret? Something we're not meant to see?
あー、ダメ。食えんかった。くそ。あー、ハルマさんもいたのに。
Yeah, I think I do think Zinoga will come back. I just can't see him in this biome.
You can see we're getting the quest and detailed screen right.
But then I don't know
here,
what
right?
biome.
So
I could see him in the forest biome
be driven back to be taken back to camp or anything like that.
with the
Absolutely.
spider.
So we can either continue to choose to continue to hunt, go back to camp ourselves. Oh, what have we got here?
If you,
徳田の画面
if you take a look on Tokuda-san's screen, you can see that there are now special awards at the end of the
徳田さん、
hunt,
徳田さんです。
gives everyone different categories of how they
We hope you look
contributed. So
forward to
in
the
this
full
case,
release.
もう一個
Okay. Oh god. So what you're telling me is when the demo actually releases for
外してた
us,
けどな。
it's gonna be this?
Ryozo was Hunter 3 and he got the beautiful bombardier.
It can't be.
今魚。
Although he didn't necessarily hit
Man, the food animations.
Dono was the support
I love what they've
all-star.
done with it.
He was doing lots of buffs and heals.
I really do.
さん一番傷破壊してる
Yeah, definitely
Hunter
Scarlet
4 was
Forest.
Fujioka-san and he's done the most wound strikes.
And you can check these whilst you're still out in the field as well.
狩猟中にも経過が確認
I could see a turf war with him and the
ラストですねクエスト終了後に
what is it,
So,
Lala
oh,
Barina
yeah, you can check them right
Like,
in the field.
on his back, and he has to like go into rage mode and shock to get it off. That would be super cool.
Yeah, you don't need to
Buffs
go
and
anywhere. You
heals
get these awards and then
applied.
you're still out where you were.
Then it's on to the next hunt. Well, that was a successful hunt in the end. We love to see it. So, Takuda-san, what would your first piece of advice be for new hunters when they first go into the Windward Plains?
今回初めてモンスターハンターを遊ぶ
I could
方が、ブース
be a
で
games developer, you know.
砂原のマップに入った時に
Just having the
アドバイスとか
same,
もらいたいんですね。こういうこと
the
はしておく
exact
といいですよ
same
まあ初めて遊
demo
ぶ方にはかなり今回
again
こうチュート
and
リアル
again
が
and
充実して
again.
ますのでこの tips だった
And
り
that's all you can play.
音へ
Like,
編纂者がボイスでアドバイスしてく
I
れ
think
る
I'd
こ
go
とを
mad.
なるべくこう確認して
It
もら
might
って
be sick,
そ
I
こに
think.
忠実にやってもらえると
Great place for the
まあ
average
適切な
tier 2.
レベル
So
感
Anjana,
が
Cookie,
学んでいけるかなと
Toby,
I would
Kulu,
encourage you to keep
yeah.
an eye on the advice of the handler
Kulu,
Alma.
I could
She's
see in
coming
there.
out on the hunt with
Lots
you,
of
and
eggs
she'll
to
be
be
able
had.
give you lots of support in real time. We also give you an option to choose the level of tutorials you want to see. So if you want to see all tutorials because you're not very familiar, choose that. If you're a bit more of a veteran, you can choose to see only some tutorials. So we've really got a lot of support built into the game.
あとはもう困ったら救難信号
If you get in trouble, your last ditch effort is the SOS flare. That will bring in the AI support hunters.
That
Fantastic. So depending
mate,
on
that
how much help
Lala
you think you might
Barina
need, there's
arena,
something for you right
though.
there. I'll keep note of
Did
that
you
one.
see it? That
And,
looks
now we also have some
insane. It looks
questions from the
beautiful.
community, which I've got here.
Absolutely
so thank you to everyone that
gorgeous.
submitted questions to us before Gamescom. So the first question is for Takuda-san. So we've seen the new Monster Herd mechanic, both in trailers and now live here at Gamescom.
Oh, here we go. Questions, yeah.
how much can that influence the hunt? What more can we know about the herd aspect of the Doshiguma?
PV など今回の配信でモンスターが群れになるような現象を確認したんですけど、これはハンティングの方にどのような影響を与える要素でしょうか。
今回モンスターの習性によっては、群れたり、あと、気候の状態の変化によって、環境の変化によっては群れたりするモンスター、たくさん数が出現するモンスターというのが、存在しています。で先ほど100万のように、群れを率いるボスがいたりする生態を持ったりしているモンスターもいますので、非常に危険であると同時にたくさんの報酬を得たりするチャンスにもなります。
Yeah, the way the monsters
The
can
guy in the
form
middle
herds
makes
of
me
packs
laugh
is
so
really
much.
interesting because the target of the monsters, such as the alpha Doshagama, might not be the only one around. They might be in a larger group with other monsters there, and that's part of the realistic ecosystem I want to depict in this game. Of course, that can be more of a threat because there are more
Apex
monsters to take on, but on the flip side,
Really?
it's
A
also more
Rathalos being
rewards.
the
If you're
Apex?
able
I don't know.
to take down those other monsters in the pack, you can gather more parts. So it's something that
Maybe an
has
Azure
two sides to it.
Rathalos. I don't know
So a
if
whole
the
new
standard
element
Rathalos
come
would
into
be.
the hunt in Monster Hunter Wilds. Thank you. And our next question is for Fujioka-san. So monsters often have physical features and behaviors that seem to be borrowed from real-world creatures that makes them very credible and believable. Do you consult biology experts when creating new monsters? So for example, did you check any specific animals when creating Doshiguma or Chatacabra?
モンスターは非常に実際の世界の生物を元にしているような信憑性のあるデザインになってるんですけど、専門家に相談したり、そういうリサーチをして作ってる感じでしょうか。
そうですね、長年みんないろんな動物を研究していっているので、今回ドシャグマとか
Man.
なんですかね、専門家にその質問
I wonder
したり
if.
とかではない
Do
ん
you
ですけど、
reckon the
自分
rest
たち
of the
でちゃ
developer
んとその骨格の
areas
勉
had
強したり
the
と
same
か、
couch, or do you think they all
獣
have
の
better
その
couches?
クマの骨
I
格
feel
で
like
あ
they
ったり、
did Capcom dirty with the
筋
couch
肉
quite
のつき
literally.
方とか、そういったものも研究して、
That
そ
is
の
horror.
骨格筋肉を生かしたり、あとはドシャグマとかは結構群れで追いかけてくるモンスターなの
Maybe
で、
it's meant to look
顔
like
に
them.
迫力を出したいっていうことで、大きな顔
I
と、
feel like you could catch something
なん
from
か
the
こう
couch.
走ってくるだけでこう肉が揺れたり毛が揺れたりっていうのはすごくブルドッグみたいなああいう、犬でこう肉がすごく揺れるみたいなのはめちゃくちゃ研究して、取り入れてます。
We don't necessarily consult biological experts, but we do a lot of research on our own. And as you said, real-world animals can often be a great
Someone
reference
with a
for monster
fucking.
designs.
Wait, hold on. There's someone
Whether
with
it's
a
the
gun
new,
just in the right side of the
spider-type monster that we
way.
revealed in our
取り入れてます。
We don't necessarily
Who the fuck is Black Ops over here? And he's either like 10 foot tall or this guy's on his knees. I'm not sure.
consult biological experts, but we do a lot of research on our own. And as you said, real-world animals can often be a great reference for monster designs. Whether it's the new spider-type monster that we revealed in our
Yes.
recent trailer,
What
we
about
would
that?
take a look at how
Talk
to
to me about
design
that.
it from its skeleton structure outwards and how those real animals would behave. And today's target, the Doshagama, when it runs towards you, it's almost like a bulldog where as it runs, you can see it jiggling all of its flesh and hair is kind of moving, and you feel this sense of movement as it rushes towards you. So we definitely take inspiration from the real world as part of our research and design process.
No, awesome. Thank you so much for answering that question. It's always great to learn more about the design process as well behind Monster Hunter. And thank you as well for everyone who watched. Obviously, for those of you at home, if you haven't joined Monster Hunter yet or played any Monster Hunter titles and you're excited about what you've seen today,
Yeah, there's a
good news
sale
for
of
you,
World and
because
Iceborne.
Monster Hunter World and Iceborne is currently heavily discounted on PlayStation, Steam, and Xbox, as well as Monster Hunter Rise and Sunbreak, which is also discounted on those platforms, as well as the
Wait, why was there a
Nintendo
giant
Switch.
rush around
What's
here? What's
more as
going on?
well,
What the
if
fuck?
you do own Monster Hunter World and have saved data for Monster Hunter World and Iceborne, Monster Hunter Wilds will have special save data bonuses to get you some really cool gear for your Palico.
That's cool. I'm
So
looking
that's
forward
the
to
same for everyone
these
in
to
the
save.
audience. I'm sure you've all already got your save data.
The
but
save
if you
data.
haven't yet, there'll be something cool waiting for you in 2025. And with that, that pretty much wraps up. Oh, we got some more comments actually.
Well, let's ask Rozo-san how he feels, because today is the final stage show he's going to be taking part in at Gamescom. So
Wait, did the translator just speak to him in English and straight to Japanese? I bet he panicked. I bet he was like, wait, the translator's broken. He's still got a headset on.
This is our last day on Gamescom having a live streams because myself and the team will be heading back to Japan this weekend. But I've brought something for you. And he went off stage in a completely unrehearsed fashion, so I was a little bit worried for a second, but it looks like he has some
Oh, there's about to be a mass brawl in the crowd. There's about to be a fight.
So tasty.
Oh, look at them. Look at them all. They're about to fucking fight for these. Look, crushed. Crush at the front. Absolute crush.
Be careful. Stay safe.
Crush. Oh, wait. How did he get one?
No merch is worth an injury.
Wait. Did the guy in front give him one? How did he manage to get one? Because he hasn't got one. He would love one, but he's not going to get...
Be careful. Stay safe.
He's giving it to... Oh, that's so sweet. He's like, I bought 10,000 of them. He's like, I bought them all to put on eBay later on. Don't worry about me. Is that a Monster Hunter Now shirt? Hold on. No, there was a Monster Hunter. There he is. Look, he's repping Monster Hunter Now shirt. Love that. This guy is doing my nutting. Him. I think he must be quite a big content creator or possibly YouTuber. But he's constantly been like waving at this guy and constantly just taking pictures of him the whole time. And he like pointed at him at one point and like laughed. So I assume they know each other somehow, or he's big somewhere. But look, he's utterly entranced. We're watching the whole thing. What, all of this? I don't think so, because I assume it's the same as it goes back to the previous videos we've seen from day 1 and 2. Unless there's something new. Wait a second. Is there something new? There's new stuff in this. If there's new stuff in this, we might watch... Yeah, we might watch the whole thing. What time is it? 2:15. We might. Can't wait for Sun Wukong to invade Wilds and hit Rathalos with his funny extendo stick. There's a Sun Wukong staff on Etsy. And it looks beautiful. I want it so bad, but it's like 300 quid. And I'll be honest, I'm in a position where I'm looking to spend £300 on a staff that will probably just sit by the window.
It's been amazing for me to feel your energy and your passion every day on the stage.
It's amazing. I want it so badly.
Great motivation to go back to Japan.
We ever come into money? That's the first buy.
About the game, and hopefully have that become their motivation for us to wrap up development, aiming for the release next year in 2025. So thank you to all of the fans for all of your support of Monster Hunter, and especially Monster Hunter Wilds.
Aiming for the release in 2025. Look, he fucking loves it. He loves it.
Especially Monster Hunter Wilds.
He's like, for fuck's sake, this guy stopped waving at me. It's getting... Look, he's still... He loves it. He's like, please, thumbs up.
A huge thank you to Monster Hunter Wilds producer.
It's just filming him. It's literally just him. Yeah, he loves it.
Monster Hunter Wilds Executive Director.
Do you want to go in front of me? Get a better look. Look, he doesn't even switch the camera. Oh, he does now.
One big round of applause for you, our awesome community. Thank you. Now, so for those watching at home, we'll be back in about 15 minutes over in the stacking booth with Takuda-san for some more gameplay. Thank you, everyone.
All right, Jono, you're doing too much. What the fuck? Who was that? Who was that? Okay, it looks as if this might be a hunt just for the Apex, which, if that is the case, we will watch it. Because I am all Doshugumed out, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, did he go for the Apex? I feel like he is. You know what? We will watch that, I think. Shall we watch that? Is there anything new on that one, guys? Is it worth watching? Because so far we've only seen them fight it like in a multiplayer setting, so the screen had. Did at the end with his nest. I also think I just possibly saw something crazy. We're watching this.
It's so intelligent that in this case the Palico will understand, okay, the hunter hasn't really got any hits in the last few moments, so
挑発しておわっ危ないヘイトを取ってくれようと
Something
してるん
interesting
ですけ
going
ど
on here.
これ多分あんまり攻撃できてない時に倒した
Who the hell is for Magala?
サポート力っていうのはすごく上が
Oh,
っていて
I see what you did there. Okay.
ハンターがあんまり攻撃
That
でき
took
て
me
な
way
いな
too
み
long.
たいに思った
That's my
ら
fault.
自
I'm
分に
sorry.
こうターゲットを引き続けて回復だったり攻撃する間を作った
Do you
りして
think
く
you
れ
can
ます
stand on his carcass?
the Palico
You can.
actually did a kind
Okay.
of taunt action.
It is
there,
clipping
and you can
slightly,
see it
but
sort
that's
of got the
fine.
aggro onto it from the Balahara, giving the hunter a chance to attack. It's so intelligent that in this case the Palico will understand, okay, the hunter hasn't really got any hits in the last few moments, so I think I need to get the aggro on me and give them a chance to create an opening. So they're really a very smart hunting companion.
Are there any other ways that the Palico
That's cool.
can aid you in distinctive ways?
他にお供がサポートできるような行動はあったりしますでしょうか？
そうですね
Oh,
まあ
this is a
回復
nice
した
area.
りまあ飛ぶモンスターがいたら先行の虫かごを置い
This
て
is
くれたり
beautiful.
だとかまあこのちょっとこれも初めて見せるんじゃないかな
Oh, this is also another first-time area reveal, as
Wow.
similar to the other one, so that's great. Yeah, so the Palico is able to do, other support actions as well. Does the things like usual healing or setting
See,
out items to help you deal with.
I've seen a lot of, again, recommended videos coming up with thumbnails and titles that is like, underwater combat confirmed. Underwater fucking is coming back. I feel like this is just a transition from one area to another that we also had in World, although I don't remember it being as in depth as that. It looks as if you actually have control of your character, whilst before you just kind of dived in and then came out the other side. No underwater combat, it is, they confirmed it. They confirmed what?
Oh, this is also another first-time area
What, they confirmed it's not coming back? Oh, it's an area track. Okay.
reveal, as
Fine.
similar to the other one, so that's great.
So can you actually move about?
Yeah, so the Palico is able to do,
Can't really
other
tell.
support actions as well. Does the things like usual healing or setting out items to help you deal with flying monsters.
Because isn't Lagiacrus an underwater monster? But Turnip, you mentioned that because of the new the new something. There's a new
short underwater sections.
like video
If there's anything I
or
can gather down here, I can do that with my hook slinger as well. Let's take a look and see if
generated
we find something.
version of
There's
him,
a fish.
which would confirm maybe?
Yeah, here we go. Grabbed a resource with the hook slinger.
Maybe for the DLC. Ooh.
でいわゆるアンダーウォーターコンバ
You
ットは
can
ない
move freely. Okay.
Just to maybe throw a bit of a dampener on the chat excitement about underwater combat. It's not underwater combat. There's just a few areas you can traverse while diving underwater. So, sorry to disappoint you all.
本当ですかこんなに欲しいですか
You really wanted that much, huh?
Lagiacrus can go on water and land. Yeah, but I feel like a big part of him is the whole underwater part of it, no? You
逆にすごく安全なんですけど、先
you
ほど
wouldn't
来た
nerf him,
奥まった場所にあるので、
right? If he deserves to come back, it's in his
クエストの
glory.
利便性
you
は
know?
そこまで高くないんですけど、逆に採取物とかこうい
You
うとこ
had
ろ
a
でしか取れない
land-based
採
fight.
取物っていうのが結構ありますので、
Super bad.
それを
Galaxy, welcome by the way. Nice to see you, buddy. I hope you're doing good.
作るのもおすすめです。
It's completely safe. It's not very convenient because if you end up, fast traveling back to this pop-up camp, or if you
Yeah, you're not wrong, Tanit.
drop
Royal
out there
Ludruff.
after you faint.
Ludruff? Ludruff?
I'm going to keep saying karting, by the way.
Yeah.
I think it's partly controversial now. It would be quite far out of the way. You might have to go further to go back to the hunt, but as you can see, there's so many resources in this area that there might be different reasons why you want to be able to travel to this area, so it's really up to you.
It's never a bad time to stock
People
up on
just want to see
resources.
this weird crocodile face again. He didn't have water in GU. We did speak briefly on it, Galaxy. The tier lists are coming. The reactions are coming.
例えば壊されたものを
Everything's
修
coming.
復することとかもできるんです。即時に修復することとかもできるんですけど、そういう時には
Did you see the new mech game coming from Gamescom, by the way? That feels to me like it would be a bit of you, Galaxy, no?
Actual pop-up camp building, and they're the ones you see in the animation when you create it. Even if the pop-up
Something
camp gets
mecha? I
destroyed
can't
by a
remember what it's
monster
called, but
if you
you look like you were the first one I thought of when I saw it.
That's very kind of them.
Also, I am leaning back on my chair. I'm not, I haven't got terrible posture. I'm just sort of like leaning
本
back
当
on it.
はクエストの設定アルマとか、クエストボードを介してサポートハンター1名しか来ないようにしたいだとか、要は1名サポートハンターだと自分のお供と
This
サポ
looks
ー
new
トハン
to
ター
me.
のお供と一緒にクエストに行く
This
ことができる
looks,
ので、
this
そういう
looks,
自分の好み次第、
this looks
人
great.
がリアルな人が来ないようにするだとか、サポートハンターだけが来るようにするみたいな設定も自由にできるよう
Yeah,
に
I
なり
can't
ま
remember
す。
what it was
このデモ版で
called.
出てます
So while this applies to the full game rather than the
It
short
looked
floor
very
demo we're
much
playing,
like something
we do have some detailed options for the
you
support
would
characters.
enjoy.
For instance, if you would rather have one AI support hunter
What
and
is it
both of your
called?
palicos as a kind of a two-person, two-cat
Mecha
party, you
Break.
can set those details
So
up by talking to Alma and fixing your
MECHA,
settings
and then
there.
Break.
You could also,
Got a
make
pretty
it so
good
that you don't
trailer.
want any human hunters to join whenever you call up an SOS Flare. If you're,
Looked like your kind of thing.
solo hunter, then those are options available to you. I just can't demonstrate them to you today because they're not in this.
In fact, the
particular
logo
demo
looks similar to what you may use in like
Surprise dude.
some of your
It's great to know
profile
that
pics and
players
that.
will have that flexibility depending on what support they want and who they want that support to be.
Yeah, take a look, man.
Tokuru-san,
Here we
we've
go
not seen
then.
this area before, right?
このエリアも初めて見るんじゃないですか?
Wait, did it show the entire area just now? Hold on a sec. Is this inside the thing?
An AI support hunter and both of
This is inside the giant structure, which we mentioned earlier.
your palicos as a kind of a
We wanted to see in
two-person,
this.
two-cat hunting party. You can set those details up by talking to Alma and fixing your settings there. You could also,
Mate, Jonah's like, wait a
so
minute.
You don't want any human hunters to join. whenever you
Translator,
call
shut
an
up.
SOS Flare
There's,
if you're,
there's things going on here, and I'm meant to be a community manager. For the love of God, I need to get in on this.
I just can't demonstrate them to you today because they're not in this particular demo version.
Oh, surprise dude. That's great to know that players will have
Is
that
it bad? I
flexibility
didn't realise he was
depending
using the
on
hunting horn.
what support they want and who they want that support to be.
Look, he's biting at the bit.
Tokuru-san, we've not seen this area before, right?
There it
この
is.
エリアも初めて見るんじゃないですか?
あ、そうですか。あ、そうか。
Oh really? Oh yeah, you're right.
Ooh. Stay! Oh no. I thought that was a bone or something, but no, it looks like the bottom of a conduit.
The
sound effects of Raidao are insane, by the way.
So, Raidao is a very powerful monster, but its nest actually has some special properties. I think you can see there's a kind of static charge here on the ground.
Yeah. Are you constantly have a status effect debuff to you?
You can see here that actually provides a sort of
Look at the
range
people at the
effect on
window.
this lightning attack.
They're like, hold on a second, this wasn't in the developer
Once it
stream.
hits the ground, it's going to set off those static areas and cause a much bigger explosion than usual.
So, in some cases, the environment can make the monster even more dangerous to fight with specific attacks.
This looks insane. Why did they not show this on the developer stream?
Exactly.
I know Capcom are known for their surprises and the way they do things, but holy shit. Like this should have been on like day 2 or day 3, no? Crowd would have gone mad. Also, the number being 17 there shows you how big this map's going to be.
So there is a way to cope with this. You can see that in this area we've got rid of some of the static effects.
雷を吸うような特性を持ったスリンガー弾っていうのがあるので、それをこう打つことで
That's because
雷を
we're
Does
using
sound
the insulator pod here that we charged our hook slinger with, and that gets rid of that static and makes it a safer area to stand. It won't let that area effect actually happen.
So players that pay attention to the environment and resources around them can
Oh
really
wow,
have
the
good
film's
benefits
nuts.
to help them against more powerful monsters.
まあ周りに注意しながら狩りするプレイヤーの方
There you
が
go, Gax. In a year's time, we'll do a Monster Hunter
よ
Wilds
く利
themed
用してい
tier
こう
list.
というのがワールドからのコンセプトではあるんですけども、今回もそれ
Better
が
get ready.
しっかり継続されてます。
That's right. I mean, as you know from Monster Hunter World, we've made a feature of using the environment to your advantage in the games, and that's something what we're building on in Monster Hunter Wilds.
It's a huge deal. It means there's something else crazier out there. That sound effect. Oh. Hold on a second. Let's listen to
That's
this.
something what we're building on in Monster Hunter Wilds.
That sounded fucking insane.
このモンスター本当、最初からこのレダーを倒すつもりでかなり集中してやらないと難しくはなってます。
Radar, I think, is a monster where
Sounds
you don't,
incredible.
you're going to need to really focus on taking it down if you want to do it in time. It's going to be a very tough and focused fight.
本当は昨日弓でお伝えできなかった、
The world sounding
ジャスト
monster.
を、チャージしているときにジャストなタイミングでこうチャージステップすると、スタミナが回復するっていうところもちょっと見せようかなと思ったんですけど、レダーはちょっと危険すぎるので別のところに行きましょう。
Oh no,
I
boo.
wanted to demonstrate
17
something
might
on
be
the
the...
bow, but Radar was giving me a bit too much trouble to manage it. So I'm going to move and see if I can show you how, if you do a charge on the bow and you manage to do a sidestep at that perfect timing mechanic that we've added, it'll recover some stamina for you. So I want to try and demonstrate that to you, Summer say.
Oh wow! So there's a tangible benefit to playing aggressive, and once again, risk reward with the bow.
We haven't seen
Well,
this
looks like we're
either,
gonna eat
bar in the
that.
trailer, slightly. Oh yeah, Jono's into it. He loves it.
今ので12個取れます。あんなに取れんの？こんがり肉がたくさん入手できました。
Okay.
Yeah, and if you're able to do it right, you'll be able to get much more meat from the cook. So
So it's not
Oh,
just
that's
one,
cool.
multiple, and the more precise you are, the bigger the reward.
Oh, he's actually eating it as well.
切った時にもっと
Sick.
そうなんですよ
食べれる。かもしれない。
こんがり肉が焼けた後で、肉が焼けた後にこの切り方に成功するかしないかで数が変わる。
Yeah, the number you get to eat changes on how successfully you manage to beat the cutting.
Magnum Arlo ain't coming back, man. There's no chance. Nergigante, we talked about this earlier. I said I couldn't see Nergigante in this game, but a lot of people disagree. They said, no, you're 100% going to have Nergigante back.
So I think you'll notice that
After
in
hearing
the
what they said,
trailer we
like,
had,
I
a
actually
scene with the
agree.
hunter says,
Nergigante does
it says, so
definitely
tasty
fit
whenever
Wilds.
They cooked, but they didn't say it just now, right?
実はですね、ソーテイスティって
Oh.
肉を煮た後に言
Sorry.
ってくれる
Sorry,
条
Star
件
Fury,
が
I completely
There's a certain
Completely
condition you have to fulfill before
misunderstood.
you're going to hear so tasty after cooking.
おーちょっとこれをね、ユーザーさんも含めてぜひ見つけてもらいたいなと思いますね。
And that condition
I'm actually
is
downloading Monster
something
Hunter
for you to
now. I
find
kind of
in
skipped that
the-
entire thing.
Bring on
I don't even know what it is.
I'd like to leave it up to all the players out there to
Well, the
discover
fact it's
what
a
that
日本語では
MOBA
上手に焼け
game.
ましたですね。
Yeah, the Japanese phrase is the "jozu ni yakemashita." So it's the same thing. People are going to have to figure out how to find that.
That's fantastic.
Great. Let's be careful.
どこ行きますか？
Where shall we head now?
あ、チャタカブラも意外と見せてないんじゃないですか。
You know
We
what's
haven't
really
really
weird to
necessarily
me?
shown Chatakabra off too much on our streams as well. So shall we head over to one?
I
Is
really
that-
love Chatakabra.
They
I find it
called
so cute.
Monster Hunter Wilds
Kawaii desu mo ne.
Monster Hunter Wilds.
今ね、またマップに対してもコメントありましたけど、今回この動きながらこう
It
見れる
seems so
マップ
strange.
とこれをこう
Because the
全部
abbreviation is going to
全
be
域に広げて
MHW. The same as Monster Hunter World, which I have all kinds of issues with the tags on YouTube, trying to differentiate between Monster Hunter World and Monster Hunter Wilds. But if you Google MHW, you get Monster Hunter World. You YouTube MHW, you get Monster Hunter World, because it's been so. There's more clicks, there's more exposure to MHW as Monster Hunter World. So it's really weird having Monster Hunter Wilds as MHW as well. That's just me being picky, but I feel like they could have called it something without the W, anything without the W.
And here is Chatacabra.
You see, when we use tags on YouTube, we use like MHW, and then it's like, oh, Monster Hunter World, and it's like, no, Monster Hunter World. It's like, but there's a lot more for Monster Hunter World. It's like, no, I understand, but it's Monster Hunter World. Well, that just doesn't make sense.
Just catching us today for the first time. The coatings are no longer stockable items that you take with you, but we've changed it into a gauge system.
And here with the music as well, it's kind of like mysterious, slightly ominous as we traverse through the caverns.
ちょっとこの辺は神秘的な音楽が流れるんですね。
これモンスターをこうチェイスしている時に発動する曲で、その原曲の中からこう編集しながらこう、回るの時も追いかけている時の曲ってあったんですけど、そこをさらにこう段階を作ってしっかり遷移するようになってますね。より綺麗に遷移するようになってます。
Saxophone on the side is quite funny.
Hunter World's background music system, where as you know there was a chase theme for monsters and then a combat theme.
You look like a traveling bard
more
in a way.
smooth flow between chase and combat, where it's it's selecting some elements of the music to play as the chase theme, and then it's going to heat up when you get into combat.
Really brings you into the fight.
This is cool. We haven't seen them fight this before. He said he's going to show us like a sidestep. I assume he's already done that though, and I've... Is it a sidestep similar to what we saw in the hammer?
Oh, and there we see it.
There we go.
Oh, we just saw it apparently.
今のは先ほど言ってた技なんですね。
そうですね。ジャスト回避成功すると、
Yeah, perfect evade.
スタミナも回復するという。
Oh, okay.
It almost feels like Tokuda-san is
So rather than a
dancing with the bow in
dodge,
Chatacabra.
you're just doing like a step backwards or in a different direction, just to give a little bit of space, while still being able to equip and actually fire quite accurately. That's quite cool.
Yeah, once you get good at the bow in Monster Hunter Wilds, you're really going to be able to pull off those flashy dodge moves. Even I still make control mistakes on this
Don't we all? Don't we all?
Shit. That's a cool looking monster. Let's get one of those big. Got absolutely clapped.
Gajos is another one of the smaller monsters on the map, and you can see, I think we did it in one of the previous streams, so I was able to use the...
I think Bard's going to be my whole vibe.
Rip one of his teeth out of its mouth.
You could actually play your horn to the NPCs that roam. You could like follow them and just play your hunting horn behind them, and they have their own music whilst they explore the world themselves. It's crazy that he doesn't have control of when his demo ends.
土っぽかったら土のようなもの、鉱石だったら鉱石っぽいものっていうのをまとって、で自分のこう前足をパワーアップするような習性を持ってます。
Yeah, it's got an ability to sort of coat its
Palico bag.
front legs in saliva.
Ooh, looks like a Palico bag.
That lets
Is that
it
a
take on
Palico
some of the
fanny
properties
pack?
of the ground that it's going to be on. So if it's in a muddy area, it'll get mud on its legs, and that's the usual, mud effect. Or if it's in a more gravelly, rocky area, you'll get that kind of effect. So that's what it does there.
Nice. So dynamic danger from Chatacabra.
Rivals clearly giving out goodie bags. Or just an empty bag by the looks of it.
Yeah, it can even do wider range attacks and stuff depending on what it's doing.
Oh my goodness. That's fantastic. And, before we wrap up, obviously, this is day 3. This is the last of the developer streams. It's been wonderful having you here for the last 3 days, and thank you for sharing so much with the community. anything you'd like to share before we go?
まあ、3日目で最後の生配信になると思うんですけど、ゲームスコンの3日間
What have we got? Give us something crazy. Right off, just right at the end.
そうですね、僕も
Election
5
will
年
return.
以上、
Just drops the
モン
mic.
スターワールド制作を続けてきて、やっと今回、一般のユーザーの方にこう触ってもらう機会を得ることができて、
Gamma is in game.
嬉しいですし、そのまた、面白かったと言ってユーザーさんが言ってくれる方がすごく多いのが、とても嬉しいです。
I've been working on this game for more than 5 years, so this week at Gamescom 2024 was the first time that we got it into players' hands and were able to get direct feedback. Excuse me. I've been able to really enjoy hearing how much everyone's enjoying the game, and it makes me really happy to know that everyone's excited for it. So it's been a really great experience here for me.
Yeah, I mean, from the community here on the streams and everyone here at Gamescom, I think we're humbled by their amazing support. And what a great presentation as well. So thank you so much.
はい、素晴らしい配信プレゼンテーション。
I mean, it was good. We definitely saw some nice new info and gameplay. TGS's next info is out, and everyone look it up.
僕が何回遊んでも本当に面白いものになってきてますので、ぜひ今後も期待していただけたらなと思います。
Oh, it's in
This is just
September.
a tiny glimpse of the game we've been showing this week. We've given you so much information this week, but that's just the beginning. And even as the developer, as the director myself, every time I play the game, I truly enjoy it and I have fun every single time. And I'm pretty sure you guys will too.
Yeah, it really shows, as everyone says, as we saw in the comments as well. Thank you so much.
I think the flexibility of the weapon choice
for those
keeps it
watching as
new,
well,
doesn't it?
You know, you can support Monster Hunter Wilds ahead of launch in 2025 by wishlisting on PlayStation and Steam. It
God,
does
they
go
really
a long way. So if you would
picked
like
that
to do
into
that,
him, didn't
thank
they?
you, thank you. But
They're like, for
thank you
God's
so much
sake,
for tuning in. It
mention the
truly
wish
is a pleasure.
list, mention
And
Iceborne's
from
on sale.
Everyone from the community, Director Takuda, thank you so much for sharing this with us. It's been a pleasure. And also thank you, Patrick, so much for localizing. You help get this across to the community. And obviously to you, the incredible Monster Hunter community. We wouldn't be here without you, genuinely. So happy hunting, and we'll see you again soon. Take care.
Bye.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's not bad, is it? It's looking pretty good, to be honest with you. It's looking pretty good. Like, lots of stuff there I haven't seen before, which is good. Seeing the new Apex in action as well is cool. The sound effects are mind-blowing. Like, and obviously all you guys are really excited for it, so that's cool. Tokyo Game Show, that's what it stands for. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Say Rise Break was inferior, but you have to admit a Monster Hunter game put in front of his central flagship, his subspecies, and now the Magalas. Yeah, definitely turn it. It looked. I'm surprised they did use a older demo, I guess, but there must have been a reason for it, right? There's a reason for it. And everything we got in the new trailer just looks insane. Like, the new trailer looks filthy. Where can we look at that new trailer again? Actually, that would be really cool. Where is it? Yeah, let's have a quick look at this one more time, I think. Because this trailer actually blew me away. I was not expecting that type of monster, like a fucking arachnid.
My word. Is this a Lollabarina floret? We must be near its nest.
She looks really Devil May Cry as well, doesn't she? Sound effects as well.
Alright, let's go! Now's our chance! We go all in!
We could do a lot worse for an interim camp.
Yeah. Lala Barina looks insane.
You should find shelter. The sands come alive this time of year, like a wild beast bristling with lightning.
From the look of it, that must be this region's apex predator.
I always get chills.
Begin the hunt.
Understood.
Shit. It looks good, doesn't it? It does.
So tasty.
Looks insane. You just cannot. You can't dislike it. It looks great. Lala Barina, the colors, the arena, the sound effects of just so far every monster sound effects feel great. You know what I mean? They wanted to show Kongala in this trailer, but were scared the audience would get weirded out by some. No, that's true, Turnip. Yeah, that's true. That probably wouldn't make me play the game straight off. Straight off. Surprised they didn't reveal him. Reveal him due to the DB showcase. A Talcar. Oh my god. A Talcar in fucking next gen graphics would look insane. I think that ship sailed though. I don't think we'll ever see a Talcar again. I think it's gone. But that's such a cool fucking monster. I would have loved the privilege to fight a Talcar. We might do if we ever play for you. But that'll be very far in the future, unfortunately. Content wise and time, I'm trying to do as much as I can. And it's a lot. Yeah, they probably don't want to show that. That would scare me away from the game, as I said. Is it in GU? I thought it was in 4U. Yeah, he isn't. Is it GU? Yeah, it is GU, isn't it? Because they had that really cool fuck, what's it called? Don't say it. What's the song called? Proof of a Hero. That's what I was after. Had a really cool Proof of the Hero. Oh, well, ladies and gents, I don't want to be the bringer of bad news. It's almost 3 AM here in the UK, and I'll be honest with you, we've been streaming for just over 3.25 hours. But I think we saw everything we needed to see in regards to like the new, no, it wasn't a new zone, but the Windward Plains, and seeing how it looks in multiplayer, seeing some of the new moves, the new water transitions, the nest area for, is it Rador? Do the DBs, what is DE? I feel like I've asked this before, but what is DBs? New Gen Dalmador? Yeah. I think like games are just harder to what's it called? Implement something big like that. Dual blades. Of course it means dual blades. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Why not? Let's have a look. Because you're right, I don't think it was one of the last ones they brought out, right? Yeah. Okay. We'll react to this, and then we'll know that I reacted to it here live for the first time, but when I bring out the video over the next coming days, I'll again pretend like I've never seen it, and it will all just be our big secret. Alright? Trust all of you. Let's have a look. Clip it to make it a full video. I don't know if the quality would look that good. You know what? I could, couldn't I? I could just download the VOD after and then release it as a video. Shall we do that? Shall we? It'll just be our secret. Ooh. Y'all ain't wrong. That's crazy though, because then you get to suddenly see me switch up into intro and outro mode. Shall we do it? What do you think? And then we have to pretend as if we've seen the bow and the lance before. Fuck. Because I haven't reacted to the bow or the lance yet either. Oh, good. Shall we do it? We'll do it. Means I can't look at the fucking chat though, because that then takes away from all of it. And you're just going to see me just switch up crazily. And it has none of my intro music or outro music. Oh, it's... Right, think quickly. Let's hold on. I'm just looking at something quickly. If I use a sidestep for the bow, that could work amazingly. And then that we've just seen from the stream. And then lance. What can we do with lance? I'll say the armor from the thumbnail looks good, to be honest. So fuck it. All right, you ready for this? We're gonna fucking switch this up. Oh no, because then I need to go full screen. It's not gonna work. Wait. See, now you're seeing the back end of my system. Now you're seeing the way I do things here. Maybe I just do it straight from... Okay. You guys need to rate the performance, though. Fuck it. Let's do it, shall we? Let's do it. I actually, you know, what's really strange is I don't get, don't get it. Why am I the only mod left out on these vids? What do you mean, Galaxy? I don't get stage fright, and I don't get nervous when recording videos, obviously, otherwise I wouldn't do this. I feel quite nervous. I feel like I'm in front of a crowd. Shit. Okay. Let's try it. The thing is, the voice is going to slightly change because I go into intro mode. Oh no. This is going to suck. Right, hold on. Everybody stay calm. I'm the only one with all-powerful blue wrench. Yeah, because you're the only mod. Baldy was here earlier, but they had to go. Right, ready? We're going to do this. We're going to do this like nuts. Fuck, no, go back. Right. Ready? I need a 3, 2, 1 action. Someone. All of you. At once. 3, 2, 1 action. After I finish my drink. Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Zal here, and we are back again with the last, but definitely not the least, video from our Monster Hunter overview weapon reaction series. And obviously we've just come from the lance and the bow reactions as well, with obviously the bow showing off that incredible sidestep, which is definitely, I don't know if it's controversial, but it's definitely going to give you that extra, what's the word I'm looking for? That extra hit of adrenaline and that extra advantage when going up against those monsters. And it's also going to mean you're not going to get hit as much. And, well, for the lance, obviously not my play style, but the armor looks absolutely insane. I think we can all get behind that. But now we have the dual blades. Again, not seen any of this, bar obviously the lance and the bow, which you've just come out from. But the dual blades is going to be brand new. It's a weapon I've seen in the past. It's a weapon I've tried in Worlds, and it's a weapon I haven't necessarily got on with. But that doesn't mean we won't get on with it in Wilds. So, what better than to see all those little numbers come together and add up to something chef's kiss than to watch it and see how chef's kiss it is. Let's get straight into this then. So this is the weapon overview for Dual Blades, Monster Hunter Wilds. Let's go. Okay, rocking the bone. I like that. Ooh. Wait, hold on. Go back a second. What the hell is going on here? There wasn't this much colour in World with the dual blades. Wait, I don't understand what I'm seeing. I didn't rewind far enough. I'm confused. Was this always it? Because I know Demon Mode was a thing in World. I assume it's in Rise as well. I wouldn't know because I haven't played Dual Blades in Rise, but I don't know what all the flashy colour is all about. Someone's going to have to explain that to me in the comments. Let me know, because I'm not sure. That looks new to me, but it could always have been there. It might be just the activation into Demon Mode. I'm not sure. Was there anything new at the beginning? Because a lot of these has shown off new weapons, but what are we seeing here? That definitely looks like a new armor piece, but as to what it is, I'm sure there have been rumors as to what it is. I'm sure people are in front of me on this, but I don't know what it is. It's interesting, whatever it is. It's interesting. It looks insane. I mean, the dual blades, again, I don't think it's going to be something that we use come Wilds. I really don't. It's just too quick for my liking. Also, what the fuck? This, where we've like stopped the video, the look on the teeth coming out here, this is really disturbing. But anyway, that is obviously it for our Monster Hunter overview weapon trailer reaction series. It's been a long, hard road, but we obviously have Gamescom coming up, which we will look to react to. Even you may find that by the time this video comes out, we may have already reacted to Livescom. Who knows? The world's a funny place, so we'll see. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed all of the weapon overviews we brought to you. And obviously, there's going to be plenty more content coming to you over the next coming days. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you're not subscribed, please do it. And I will see you very, very soon. Take care. Appreciate you all. Bye-bye. I hated every second of that because I knew I was being watched. And I don't know why. So now I can take that and we can change it to a VOD. Baby. We got it. We got it. By the way, these countdowns are incredible. He's got that. Where the fuck? What the? 1, 2. We got 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1, 0.5, 0. Fucking 001 for some reason. Ah. Did that feel awkward? I didn't. I need to ask Jarl, right? Is the armor? Is that what we were looking at for Kongalala, or however you say his name? Is it this? The internet. Is it not? Because I was going to mention that, like, the headpiece and this looks like Kongalala. But I wasn't 100% sure. I didn't want to make myself look stupid. Do you know what I mean? Which was why there was a really awkward long pause, which will have to be edited out in post. But why did you guys say it's weird that they haven't confirmed Kongalala? Is it because of this? Because that was my initial thought when you guys mentioned it. It's the armor first seeing it. No, I didn't. This is Kongalala armor. It is it? Well, that's confirmed? That's confirmed. That's what I mean. I didn't know what I was looking at. That is basically his armor? Well, I did wonder from, like, the pink undertones, and even this gives off, like, apish vibe. But also, like, if it was me, I know that if we hadn't been live and you had told me Kongalala beforehand, I would have no idea. You know, if I did that without... But the way that I reacted to that was exactly the way that I would have done it if I had just recorded. So I have no idea what I'm looking at without armor. Look it up, you will see. Okay, hold on, let me switch my screen just before I leak any sense of information. And then we'll switch it back. Redo the it does not a hell in chance. Okay. I'm not on safe mode, by the way, so if any Monster Hunter artist who's a bit dodgy has put art in here somewhere on Google Images, which is diabolical. Avert your eyes now. But Yet. How do I... Sake. Didn't work. Didn't work how I wanted it to. Okay, hold on. There is... Yeah, that. Open in a new tab. That's even worse. It's much worse. I mean, I see what you mean. I definitely... Does anyone mention it in the comments? That's what I want to know. It is a more improved version, isn't it? First result? It's the mohawk, the shoulder spikes, the hip pouch. It's the same thing. The hip pouch? Or what? These things? Oh, you mean this? You know what? I think y'all are onto something. I think y'all are onto something. But I would have never have seen Kongagala's armor from... Maybe we saw it in like an intro or an ecology reaction video we probably did a while back. But I see what you mean. Why we just got random ads. Who the fuck is this? No idea who that is. Okay. Oh, I just want to check something very quickly. Okay, good. Thought I just leaked something incredible there, but actually didn't. Yeah, I didn't leak anything. That's fine. Perfect. Almost. Dual blades used in 4U intro use. Oh, wait, dual blades used in the 4U intro use Kongala female. It comes full circle. 4U intro goes hard. What are people saying in the comments here? Let's have a look. No one's mentioned it, though. I can't see any Kongala peoples here. I'm not doubting he's not in Wilds, and I'm not doubting what you guys are saying. Oh, there we go. Died in 2017, born in 2025. Welcome back, Kongala. Big old liking bonus on that as well. Good lord. My love has returned. This must be it. No, it's not. A lot of people are reacting to this. Is that the bit that I stopped at? That's a crazy move, by the way. That's a crazy move. Okay, fine. I'll give it to you. Fine. Fine. But naturally, even before you guys mentioned Kongalala's name for the Dual Blade Showcase, I wouldn't have even known that it was because I've never seen Kongalala's armor before. But I'm pretty sure in the intro or the trailer intro, where the person that was filming it made sure to wear all the armors of the monsters that we were showcasing. So that's cool, though. That's cool if he's back, because we haven't fought him. Is he in Rise? No, he can't be in Rise. He's not in Rise. Right, guys. It's like 3:10 in the morning. But that's one last video I now need to film, because I can just download the VOD once it comes out on YouTube and throw that into my Premiere Pro and edit that, smash a thumbnail on it. People won't know the difference, baby. But you will. You will. You'll know. Oh yeah, you'll know. Oh. Little fellow is called Congas. That's pretty cool. He could totally use a new park mechanic. Ah, right. On a risk of my energy meter being depleted, I will say goodnight to y'all, and I will head off. Because tomorrow's going to be a busy day, because I'm going to react to the Monster Hunter Wilds main theme, bring that out to you, finish off the overview weapon trailers, which we now only have the bow and the gun lance to go. Nope, bow and the lance to go. And the fucking, what's it called? Wukong. I'll bring Wukong out as well. Thank you all so much for joining me tonight. It's been really good. It's been really, really fun. So thank you. Enjoyed every minute of it. And yeah, stream's been great. I'm going to see you all very, very soon though. Take care. Appreciate you all. Bye-bye.